everybody, and welcome.
Hi, friends.
Hi.
Is it real this time?
It's real.
It's real. It's real. this time.
You can't make this stuff up.
Okay.
Welcome in, everybody. We're so glad you're here. Welcome to our very first out of 6 Feywild Fables, They are in-canon one-shots for our next game, where all of the players, plus a lovely guest, is going to be creating characters for the world that we're going to be playing in. Today's guest is the lovely TheGoldenMug, Gup, from TheGoldenMug. Gup, tell us about you and your stream and TheGoldenMug.
Well, hi, and thank you for having me on. I'm super excited about this, so I look forward to it. I am Gup, and I DM over on TheGoldenMug on Twitch, and you can watch us on Sunday evenings at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then on Wednesday, starting the 11th, for a new one at 7 with an asterisk p.m. Central Standard Time, and then on socials as Red Beans and Dice on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok. So yeah,
Which is adorable. I love the name Red Beads and Dice.
Love
But my name's Jen. I'm your guys' DM today and for the next ever until Pond comes back. And after that. Jade, we're here with Jade Valkyrie.
Hey y'all, I'm Jay Valkyrie. I'm not prone to usually bursting out into laughter at inappropriate times, I promise. But yeah, I do cosplay content, just general geek-related things and activities. I also am a host and producer. I just finished like a really big show. I'm really happy about that. And now you can check me out at my website, jadevalkyrie.com. It was just finished like 3 days ago. Also, DM me if I have typos. Yeah.
Love it.
We love a Jade Valkyrie website. We're also joined by George W. Ambush.
Hello, I am George W. Ambush. I am here. I don't know what you want from me.
Just,
Nothing else, I
just your
guess.
friendship, I guess.
Wait. No, I have something.
Now that I didn't give you anything.
Why is it?
Jade.
Why is it called Feywild Fables? Isn't it canon? Shouldn't it be Feywild Factuals or something?
Feywild Factuals.
Factuals.
Scratch everything. This is better. Welcome to the Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader Feywild Factuals.
There will be a
And we're
quiz.
joined by a Black
Oh, fuck.
Sparrow.
I'm a Black Sparrow. I'm excited to be here. I am your favorite burb on the internet, and I also act. So yay.
Ogweed, my favorite bird.
Same.
And suddenly a hero.
Hello, Suddenly a Hero. I'm a community-focused variety horror streamer. We stream all kinds of things over on my Twitch channel. So come and hang out with us.
So hell yeah. Before we hop into our game tonight, do we have anything that we needed to chat about?
Well,
Yes.
Wait, yes, we do. We have something major.
Yeah.
Something major. I just tried to combine amazing and major in the same thing. But yeah, that's how it's excited. I am that the Patreon finally launched.
let's
So
go.
and Patreon.
Let's go.
So it is day number 1 of our Patreon! Patreon, yes?
Yes.
I am double checking right now. Yes.
One way
to
find
get
out.
on in there. There we go. Yep. As you guys know, we are not going to be Twitch affiliates because Twitch takes 50% of your income and Patreon does not. And we'll have other outlets to provide you guys content and things that'll make it more worth it. So you guys are awesome, and thank you so much for wanting to support us. And we're excited to provide you stuff through Patreon. So if you sub, you're wonderful and we love you.
It's true.
Yeah. Well, friends. Are we ready to begin?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oop, I made it too low. There we go. All right. So, welcoming our players to the town of Arrhythmia. This music is way too upbeat. You need to go. Goodbye. We'll be back with you later. To the town of Arrhythmia. And you guys have not met before. You each have received an invitation to a very high-profile Thieves syndicate. You all have done something awful, terrible, no good, very bad in your life. Is it petty theft? Is it murder? They know. And they saw you, and they thought you were worthy of coming to this town. So you come to Arrhythmia. You've been traveling for days. And the only thing on your note was meet me at the waterfall. It was written in gold. The moment that you opened the letter, the words disappeared. And then it was only a sigil of the Thief Syndicate of Arrhythmia. And so, you all stand in a town that is very small. In a tavern, of course. And the only people in the tavern are your characters and a couple other individuals, like halflings, kind of playing some bar games, and one bartender that looks very bored. He's a taller, half-orc individual, and he has a broken kind of tusk on one end. He has a large nose ring, but the rest of him is dressed very proper. He wears like a long sleeve cuffed shirt with like brown vest. And what are you guys doing in the tavern? Let's start with our guest, Robin Banks.
I am going to, if possible, be sitting at the bar in front of the bartender, and I would like to pull out a very large gourd that is hollow with a little stopper on the top and set it down. I would like it one alcohol, please.
Is this bring your own cup or?
Always. It's
I like
fine.
the way you think. And honestly, we're on the end of this barrel here, so give me that. He takes your gourd and he fills it to the cork stopper's piece and hands you back a very heavy gourd. Dark mead. It'll probably last like 2 days.
I just want to chug it and not stop.
He just starts nodding after saying it'll last 2 days. He's like, I understand.
I'll drink about half of it and set it back down. And then try to not pay.
Listen, son. And he like puts his hand on the gourd. I'm gonna need 2 silver for that.
All right, no need to get you Willies in a bunch, sure. And I'll pull out.
I would
copper
just feel
pieces.
bad for beating your ass in front of all these people.
Oh. I'll put 2 copper pieces on the bar.
Silver pieces.
I'll put 2 silver pieces on the bar.
He slides back the 2 copper, takes the 2 silver, puts them in his pocket, and he says, "You're cut off." And he kind of like goes, turns his body, shouldering you, and completely disregards you for the rest of your time at the bar.
Perfect.
Sachi.
One of the tavern workers will hear a very gruff voice. Can I get some more hot tea for and then she'll be gesturing towards a homemade cup, and it'll have some leaves at the bottom, but she brought her own tea, basically.
Do you need hot water, or do you need and you see a smaller halfling girl kind of walk up to you. She has very fair skin and freckles just all over her body, and her very, very long, blonde, curly hair. And she walks up.
Oh, I would just need just the hot water. Just the hot water.
Okay, yeah, I'll be right back. Do you want me to take the cup? Leave it here?
No, this is my cup.
I didn't bring it. Okay. She turns and is a little intimidated, but only because she's trying to give you good service and wasn't attempting to be insulting in any way. And she turns and quickly scurries off. She's kind of stopped by the halflings as she walks off, ordering another round along her way. And
You see a dwarf who is wrapped in a blanket at the shoulders as if he might be cold. A long braided brown beard, long braided brown hair. You can't tell if he's a bouncer or if he's just a tough guy standing near the door looking disapprovingly at people. But he's one or the other, and he's got a big shield at one side. He's just kind of looking around.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell if he's scoping people out or looking for trouble, but he's standing there.
What is he doing? Is he scoping people out or looking for trouble?
Well, is he a bouncer or is he a thug?
Yes.
Yes, that's up to you.
All right, so yeah, he's scoping people out.
All right, roll a insight check.
Hell yeah, brother.
Or you can use your general insight, but only one.
No. Insight, -1, 14.
All right. While you're looking around, you happen to notice that there is, in fact, a larger group of individuals that are here normally. And the halflings are giggling at each other, and one of them brandishes a knife in kind of like a response to the other person at the other person on the other side of the table. And let's say that is 21.
What is 21? Sorry.
21 is
That's
the name of the character.
Oh, gotcha.
That's me.
I thought I was like, did I
You're
miss
like,
a
what's
roll?
21? No.
No. That's gonna get confusing. Whoops. Anyway. So 21 is kind of just minding their own business. They are kind of just stirring their finger in a cup that is like very, very dark, but chances are very high that it's not alcohol in the slightest. They're just kind of stirring it, kind of keeping their head down, and there's like a person that like is sitting to the left of them that is just like obviously hitting on them, calling them sweetie baby, like not aware that they are talking to a man.
And in front of you is a halfling that they've just kind of been eyeing you. Not really talking, but listening to their friend talking. And, well, aren't you gonna respond?
21 looks up, and their hair is such that you can't really see their eyes. Like if you stare real hard, you might be able to make them out, but like they're very hard to see. And he says, "Sorry, what?" And like as he says, "Sorry, what?" like the guy goes, "Oh shit, this is not a lady," and he kind of turns away. Sorry, what? This guy was saying something in my ear. How can I help you?
What do you mean, can you help me? And that'd be the moment that Garzud would notice the knife being brandished from across the room.
Boy, what the fuck is that?
What? Nothing? And he kind of like puts his knife back in his pocket, and he deepens his hand in the pocket and stands immediately to be a little bit taller than you.
Or
Half
you?
elf or halfling?
Halfling.
Sorry, were you threatening me with a knife? Is that?
No.
I don't think I believe you.
Garzad's gonna march over there. If I have to talk to you a fucking again, I'm gonna launch you out this fucking bar. You hear me?
Let's go. And the friend who is sitting next to 21 kind of like gets up, knocking the chair over, and both of them run into a tall standing warforged. K1. They two halflings just barrel into you as they are trying to escape. Just kind of, what are you doing?
Is the game over already? And there's this sleek black shiny warforged with glowing red eyes and just a blank robotic expression. I was hoping to play with you.
And he like kind of, his friend grabs his arm, and they just kind of like whirl around you and go out the door. Make a perception check as they leave.
Sure can. Let's see, give me one sec. Let's see. 11.
All right. You kind of pat any sort of bag that you have and realize that you done been robbed.
What?
You don't have your coin purse anymore. It's gone. And at that point, as you're reaching down for your coin purse, you just, wow. The waitress comes back with your hot water.
So after realizing that, you see his hand kind of fold up, and then a blade come out from where his hand was.
Oh, he bad.
I will have to retrieve that.
You say out loud to yourself in the middle of the tavern. And sorry, continue.
I was gonna say, have the halflings made it out of the?
They did run outside completely.
Okay.
And the waitress comes back with the hot water. It's in a kettle made of wood, and she leans over your teacup, Sashi, and did you want me to pour this, or do you want me to leave it here?
And then she'll see a tanned, long, slender hand with extremely long fingers. Just say, no, just give it here.
Oh, of course, yeah. We have more in the back. That's fine. Yeah. She puts down the kettle and kind of lingers a moment. Is there anything else I can get you?
Some alone time would be nice.
Oh, of course. Then her face kind of drops so she didn't get tipped, and she kind of walks back to the bar and like leans, kind of whispering to the bartender, and the bartender nods his head.
21's gonna kind of just like do a 2-finger wave at the waitress, kind of because he was paying a little bit of attention to that, to like try and get her over.
She notices you from the bar and walks over.
Were you hoping?
Did you need something to drink?
No. Were you hoping for this? And just like he just kind of like magic tricks like 3 pieces of gold in between his fingers, and then just kind of like offers it out.
Oh, sure. You sure you don't want any food?
No.
Okay, well,
Just
she'll
tip
reach
for excellent service.
Reach for the coins and pocket them, and she does like a small curtsy bow, and then stands up. Well, if you need anything, of course, just continue waving us over. At the bar, the bartender kind of starts cleaning up some mugs and is looking at what is your character? It is Robin. Looking at Robin. And, oh, well, you're still here, so I'm kind of curious. Did you come for a reason? Oh, muted.
Yeah, thank you. I turned to, sorry, my dog was barking, so I was trying to mute.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm turned around in my seat with my eyes closed and my head kind of down as I'm holding the gourd in my hand. Is the Warforged drinking anything?
No, the Warforged is not drinking anything. It was standing there, but he's gonna walk up to 21's table. Or they, sorry. But yeah.
He's correct.
I will turn around to the bartender upon being addressed, though. You told me I was cut off, not kicked out.
That's true. I didn't say you were kicked out. I just thought maybe you were here for a reason. He kind of raises an eyebrow at you.
I'm going to get up and go sit at 21's table and act like I know them.
He laughs as you walk away.
Do you know
But just
those...
like a chuckle to himself.
I'm going to sit down at their table and say, you were just about to order drinks, right? Yeah. 3? Yeah. I'm going to point down at the table. Acting very familiar.
21 is back to like just kind of stirring their drink with their finger. Not really listening.
K1 is gonna put a bladed hand on the table. Do you know those individuals who just left?
Who? Me?
You were sitting
No.
with them.
They were sitting here, different than me sitting with them.
I do not know the difference.
Well, now you do.
I'm not sure I do.
What are you? I'm gonna like poke the metal arm.
K1 not realizing that he's referring to himself. I am K1.
Fascinating.
And you are?
Not drunk enough for this.
I would offer to buy you a drink, but I have
Oh,
no...
please, thank you. Another one. More in my hand.
But alas, I have no gold.
I'm gonna gesture it. Never mind.
So I'm gonna take a wild, and 21 looks down at the bladed hand. Never mind, was gonna make a pun. I'm gonna take a guess and say that you're here because you just been robbed and you thought that I was with those halflings, right?
The assumption seemed probable.
Okay. Let me posit this. If I was with them, would I stay here knowing that you got this whole bladed arm situation thing happening?
K1 slides the blade back into his wrist and pops out a hand. I do not know your intentions. I don't claim to.
Well, forgive me for being rude, but it'd be a dumb fucking move to stay here knowing you'd just been robbed if I was with them, right?
It was a dumb move to rob me.
Well, you should tell that to the quickly escaping halflings and not to the guy paying attention to him and him alone at the bar.
I will find them. I have no concerns.
If I may, you might be playing mind games on him, though. That's what somebody who did take it and did not run out the door would want him to think, right?
When you say mind games, there's like a little bit of a smile from 21's thick, juicy lips. Mind games?
This fellow makes a great point.
And 21 is going to quickly stand and just bring down a dagger that appears out of nowhere like right next to this guy's like Robin's hand. Just like it just comes out of fucking nowhere. Like he did not have it. He was stirring his drink with his finger 1 second, and now it's just like boom, dagger into the table.
I won't move my hand.
Oi! If I was going to be playing mind games,
Grabbing the tables. Yeah, you would have seen that, Garzid.
if I was to be playing mind games, I can do a lot better than a petty theft.
The fuck is that?
Is the knife gone? Did it like disappear?
It is very much gone. It's only, but it was like there, and then like after the display, it is just gone.
I'm just gonna be
And he's-
waiting in the table where it was. Like, oh,
Garzid's gonna walk over. Is there like a stab mark in the table?
Yes.
I'll stop the halflings, and this is how you fucking repay me. He looks over at the half orc bartender. How much is that gonna cost him?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's up to me.
That's what I'm fucking asking you.
It depends. Can you fill it with something? And he kind of puts his mug down, walks over, and before passing by, he kind of leans down to Sachi. You doing all right?
And now with a perfectly normal voice, Sachi will play. Yes, and indeed, I am actually quite better. Thank you.
Good. Glad to hear it. Need anything else? No? Yes?
And she'll gesture to her tea mug and be like, "Is there a place where I can wash this before I put it back in my pack?"
Well, we can have Bella wash it, or you can go back into the kitchen.
I would prefer to wash it myself. Thank
Just
you.
like on the side of the bar. So let's say there's 2 doors and kind of like a squared off bar. He gestures to the left door where you can kind of hear some clanking of possible dishes.
I would love to do a sleight of hand check to get the gourd from Robin
oh,
while
Oh,
this is
yeah.
happening.
All right. You can do a sleight of hand against a perception.
You got
I
it.
want to take
I
all
get
of this
my
in,
perception.
just analyzing everybody.
That's a 26 for me on the sleight of hand.
dang!
Whoa!
That is a 19 for me on the perception.
Ooh, that's a good one, though. So as you're kind of engaging in conversation, Garzid, kind of pulling everyone's attention away, Oi! Yeah, you kind of turn back, and at that moment, it's just the gourd is gone. You turn back around and don't immediately notice.
It is now in front of Kills.
It's empty, by the way.
Thank you.
Say what?
It's empty, by the way.
Yeah, but it's in front of Kills now instead of in front of you.
You just moved it to
Yeah.
another person.
Uh,
I have no idea.
Yeah, you turn and you don't really notice it immediately. Sashi, you walk up and go to the kitchen with your cup.
Yes.
As you walk back, you kind of hear the chattering of the people behind, the yelling, self-appointed bouncer, and you walk to the left door, and inside is Bella, and she's just washing dishes, but she has like a lot of sweat on her. She's just washing a lot of dishes, and as she sees you come in, did you need more hot water? Her hands are like in the sink.
No, actually, I would like to wash my mug here. If that's all right with you.
She like pulls her hands like elbow deep out, and they're just sudsy, and she kind of just backs up. Of course.
Thank you. And Sachi will continue to just as quickly and methodically as possible wash the mug. You can clearly see that it's a handmade mug from a child. And
as soon as she's done, which was very quickly, she'll turn to the halfling. I see that I have, what's the word? Misconstrued or missed a key social interaction, and for that I am sorry, but I can offer you this, and you'll see she pulls out a large vial, not necessarily a potion, but a large vial of red liquid. This shouldn't cure your aches and pains, but it could put a step in your pep, or pep in your step. I don't know how the saying goes.
Oh, I mean, pep and steps and stepping and pepping. Yeah, it's not illegal.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Definitely,
Right.
definitely legal.
Yeah,
I'm
just...
certified guild artisan of the alchemic ways, and she'll.
Well, I don't know if I've ever heard of that. That sounds really cool. Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you. And she kind of like reaches a soapy hand out, grabs the vial and like puts it in a little side purse. Are you done with your cup?
Yes, actually.
Oh, she kind of like holds her wet hands kind of in like a sort of creeping motion, kind of indicating that she'd like to put her hands back in the water now.
I will let you go back to that, and then think
also, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I should say this, pretty sure the other people are here for the same reason.
I figured. I'm actually going.
This tavern never has anyone except the halflings.
Fair enough. Yes, I was actually going to test that theory. Thank you for aiding my. Yes.
She kind of like turns her head, and you can see that has like kind of wide eyes staring into the water, like possible repercussions of saying anything. Who knows? And you kind of walk back out into the bar. What had transpired while Sashi was away washing her cup?
I feel like I would have reached for my gourd to get every last little drop out of it, knowing it's not there, but it's sitting in front of Kills now. I want to grab it back.
Hey,
but I'm gonna look at Kills. And you do not look guilty to me. I just can't. You still have that. I'm guessing that just monotone face.
I was feeling thirsty.
Roll a deception against an insight check.
What is trying to pass a joke? Like, was that deception? A performance? Can I do performance?
Okay, I'll take it.
This is the robot's attempted a joke.
Okay, let's do that.
9.
Okay.
It is a 5 on my insides.
A 5? You think it's funny? You giggle, grab your gourd back.
Yes.
Yeah, grab it and pop the cork open and let my little pet rat go and kind of lick off of the rim of it, and then I'm gonna stick it in my mouth and finish drinking whatever I can get out of it.
Adorable. I'm starting to think that you do know that those halflings. Looking at 21.
Prove it.
Is
muted.
So, about the fucking table? And he's like tapping with 4 fingers on the table.
Do you work here?
I believe the halflings will cover it.
The ones that I just yelled at.
They have my money.
You didn't stab the table. I saw stab the table.
So what?
I saw it. You might not have, but I did.
You got my money too.
Sounds like you all should be going after those halflings and letting me
Pay for the table.
He doesn't finish the sentence.
So you do work here?
What do you want?
Drink.
He just holds his arm out to the bar.
About that.
Perhaps
The
we can.
bartender notices you kind of like gesturing to him, and you just take a look, and he just holds one finger out and just silently.
You are in need of drinks, and I am in need of money. Perhaps we could make an exchange.
Wonderful. Go ahead
Your
and make that
money.
exchange.
Table!
At this point, Sashi would be walking out of the kitchen.
And she'll kind of watch from afar until someone has noticed that she has been looking at them. Sachi's a fairly average height elf with angular features, tired eyes, and black hair.
And I think realistically, we can get a perception check from Kills and 21. Gives me vibes of looking.
My rolls are crap today.
16.
7.
Okay. Yeah, both of you notice a individual kind of standing in the doorway watching you from a distance while Garzad slams his hand back on the table. Table!
In that case, she'll walk slowly to the table and address everyone there. I presume this isn't the place that you typically frequent. And you're here at this hour for a reason. Well, besides you, you work here, but I can sense that there's something off about you. Correct?
You would be correct.
My eyes have been closed this whole time, and I'm gonna open one and just kind of look in your direction.
21 is going to use Psychic Whispers.
Ooh.
And is going to speak specifically to Sachi. So Psychic Whispers, as an action, I can choose up to 2 creatures I can see. I can roll 1 die for the number of hours equal to the die rolled, which is a 5. I can speak telepathically with them, and they can reach me on back as long as we're within a mile, and we don't need to speak a common language to understand each other. So yes, the first time I use this power after each long rest, I don't expend the die. So I get to keep that one, but anytime I want to use it again, I have to expend a die. Anyway, so I'm going to say in Sachi's head is like, that sounds right and quite interesting. As he is still stirring the drink, not looking up.
Sashi will not give the indication that she is speaking, but in her brain, she'll say, well, it was a simple observation. The staff seemed under and very stressed out. So I asked, why would they be stressed out? I could only assume that it was because these people are very strong personalities and more numerous than usual. So I assumed that you were all here, and with my question, you answered it.
Well, I can't speak for these other ones, but I think you can figure out why I'm here. And I think you have.
And at that, she'll smile and be like, it seems as though this test has been a success. Yes, you.
Why are y'all just looking at each other, and why is it so awkwardly silent?
Well, I'm trying to figure out who the fuck you are And what the fuck you're talking about?
Well, I am Sachi.
Mm.
Sometimes people give me an epitaph, but I don't think it's quite correct. I live near the mountainlands. I'm certified artisan of the alchemic arts. I don't know. What else do you want to know? I'm a Scorpio.
I don't see
My
how that's relevant.
condolences.
Does anyone else have any questions?
Y'all were talking in your heads, right?
Oh, for just to 21 and I, and then
Yeah.
afterwards
Okay.
I was addressing everybody out loud. So you would have heard that.
Okay.
So, what's the job?
That is why we are here, is it not? Looking at 21.
21 has finally stopped stirring the drink, and he lifts the mug, takes a real long, just like one slow, just all the way back, sets it down empty, and there's just like a little bit of like, just like purple, like around his mouth a little bit. And he just kind of does this to wipe it away. Says, I'm ready. Just
I am
waiting.
too. This is kind of boring. It's just very average, you know.
I mean, first these halfling things started chittering and apparently threatening me. I wasn't quite really paying attention. And now these two. So, and then you come and speak of the reason I'm here. So I am ready to no longer be loitering around.
Honestly, it's been so long that I've been doing my own test in the corner. It worked out well though, so.
That is all out, by the way. That is not directly to Sachi.
I want to whisper to Kills. I don't think they took your money.
You don't think who took my money?
I'm gonna like hide my hand but point to 21.
I believe you are correct. If you give me 4 silver, I can acquire you alcohol.
I will give. Do I have it? That's a big question. I will give you 4 silver. Yes.
Because drinks were 2 silver, right? Is that what I was gathering? Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Nice.
Yeah. Well, I will pay that
Extortionist
back.
robots?
Not even a question.
Mod check? Extortionist robot?
When robots learn capitalism.
Got to get that coin.
As the evening kind of falls, you can see through the windows of the tavern that it becomes night, and the stars are so clear outside. And you remember the note that said, "I'll meet you by the waterfall."
Right.
The sigil just kind of taunts you. It is a crescent moon with a dagger connecting the 2 points.
You, Sachi. Right. There was something about a waterfall, wasn't there?
Yes, I forgot as well. I didn't write it down, so out of my brain.
Is there a waterfall in this town?
I would like to do some sort of check to know if I noticed one on my way over.
Sure, you got. How about everyone roll a history check?
Yeah.
I thought that'd be helpful.
17.
21, just like the
Nice.
name.
I
Beautiful.
am a 21.
What'd you roll? Four.
Who's
What
on,
number than 20?
who's
Higher
on
than
first?
20. That's
What?
2, 4, 21, 21, 19, 17.
Ooh, if this is gambling, we won.
Nice.
So,
Me.
Kills, Sashi, and 21. You guys remember seeing a water feature in the center of the town, but not a waterfall, particularly. But it was in passing. You didn't read any signs on the water feature, so.
And what was the symbol again? Sorry. The triangle.
It is a crescent moon with a dagger connecting both points.
Is there anything in the room with that symbol on it? Like in the bar?
Make an investigation check if you'd like to walk around.
Stumble
Robin.
around, yes.
Robin and his rat stumbling.
Nice.
That is an investigation 15, 18.
Yeah, so as you look around, I mean, you're stumbling, kind of like really looking at stuff, and then stumbling back, and you don't see any. But that's after thorough investigation.
Yeah. If possible, I would like to have stumbled in 21's direction and try and lift the drink. If there was any left.
nope. It's super gone. He did
Nice.
like the chug bit to get rid of
So
it.
you
Okay.
pick up with like gusto, like expecting there to be some weight to the cup, but instead you come in with a little too much force and you pick up the cup really fast.
He
I'm
doesn't
thoroughly
even-
disappointed and I set it back down in front of 21. Bah!
Honestly, I don't think you would have liked it. It was mulberry juice.
I ain't got taste buds. I don't care what it tastes like.
I mean, it's not alcoholic was my point, but sure.
Oh, well then I would have sucked. Yeah.
I believe we all passed the fountain on the way in.
Did we determine what we're gonna do at this fella's table?
I have a quick question. So with the it's all we all know why we're here. I'm assuming there's money involved. Yeah.
Of course. Why do you think that anyone
I
would
quit.
You hear from the back, you don't work here.
Then why have you been paying me in drinks? You shut your mouth.
The gas. At the mention of the water feature, you guys do remember it.
Water feature, but not a waterfall.
It could be one of those cheeky puns people that
That's what I was thinking as well.
Perhaps we go to the water and we fall.
That
Oh,
is,
you go first.
is an
Okay.
hypothesis. Though I doubt it's correct.
Yeah.
well, we could make the prediction and test it.
Shall we then? And K1 will stand up.
And Sachi will hold out a long arm. Go first.
All right. So, I'm assuming everyone kind of just makes their way out of the town.
Yeah.
And
Follow the
heads
road.
towards the waterfall. As you guys are walking through the town, you recognize that there's not a lot of people around. There's a lot of buildings, some of them 2 stories, some waving signs in the air, but really not a lot of people. You hear some birds pass by as you're walking. And you get to the water feature in the center, which is a very large, out of place almost, circular marble fountain that has multiple tiers. It has 3 tiers to it, and it's spewing kind of water out the top, but not aggressively. It's kind of underflowing and just water spilling over the edge. There's a couple benches around around the circle, and there's a plaque on the waterfall. As you guys pull up, there's a single person, kind of like packing up a cart in the area. As they see you, they kind of give you a very polite, like, wave with some fingers out and go back to what they're doing. And they begin to roll away their cart as you guys approach the area. But they're just packing up for the night.
What does the plaque say?
As you walk up to the plaque, it's written in... Does anyone know Thieves can't?
Thieves can't what?
Hey, look at this guy.
21 does.
Okay.
Nice.
Anyone else? Or just 21? Okay. So as you walk up to it, you realize you can't read it. It's just a bunch of the cat scratches, the moon at midnight, the it feels like just a mumbo jumbo.
Wingdings?
Like a poem, maybe. Perhaps. That's what you can assume when reading it.
What does 21 get from it? Or is it the same? Like, even in Thieves Can, I still can't read it.
Did you also walk up to read it, or?
Yeah, he will walk up right after to read it.
Oh, okay. So you're kind of like leaning over the shoulder of Robin, and Robin's like looking at it, kind of stumbling.
Would like to pretend I know what it says, but I'm not gonna try and read it out loud.
This is quite interesting. In 21, you kind of look over the shoulder and you see those that fall become water.
And I direct that through psychic whispers to Sachi.
Everyone.
21 is very much playing like that he doesn't know what it says, but like has already told Sachi what it says, like kind of a thing. So like he has not changed his expression to give anything, like to say that he knows what it says.
You definitely would have saw Sachi tilt her head one way and then tilt her head another way.
K1's just going
If you're
to
paying attention.
investigate the fountain, see if there's any loose bits in the stone, anything like that.
Sure. Okay. And as you're walking around the fountain, it seems perfectly flat. As you're looking around, though, do an investigation check, please.
Okie dokie. 16.
Okay. As you're walking around, you kind of see very faintly in the night sky some grooves. Just in one section of the waterfall. It's like a divot, and then like maybe 2 feet later there's another divot. But the rest of it is perfectly aligned. This divot cuts through the entire waterfall that you can see.
It cuts through the fountain or through the water?
Yeah, like to the floor.
Okay. I'm going to try to like press on it, see if there's anything that will move with it.
Nothing moves with it.
There any? Sorry.
It appears I may need help with this.
I'll go to help.
I'm just speaking out into the wind, but
If it's a matter of strength, then I would prefer not to do that.
Same.
I don't know if it requires strength, but this area is different from the rest.
And
Muted.
Sachi.
Muted.
Well, if it does involve strength, what do you need? I'm your man.
Could you press on this?
I press on it.
Nothing happens.
Perhaps we
You're
need
pressing on the edge of a waterfall.
more than strength.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
I thought
21, like, you can't see it, but he rolls his eyes and he goes, all right, everyone, it says those that fall become water.
perhaps our friend was correct. After all,
As you screech out into the night, the one single person that is rolling their cart, you just hear it roll a little bit faster away.
I really want to hit my war gong right now in victory, but I'm not going to.
well,
Well, who's getting dunked first?
I'll fall down.
Oh,
Onto the floor?
Yeah.
All right. So you fall to the floor, and dust kind of just surrounds you. And the group looks down as the dust settles, and you're just laying on the floor.
Yeah.
perhaps
Comfortable.
in the water next time.
Garza just kind of pushes him into the water. Not hard, actually, rather, and like not fast either. He just like slowly walks over with purpose and just inch by inch pushes him into the water. If he says anything, he'll stop, but if he doesn't, he's gonna push him directly into the water.
Just go for it.
How tall is Robin, and how tall is Garzud?
I'm about 5'7", 5'8".
Okay.
About 4'2".
So you're basically at one point having to like deadlift this man over the edge of a waterfall.
Oh no, not lifting, just pushing.
Then you would push him into the side of the waterfall.
Oh, fine, okay. Then I'll pick him up by the legs, like under the butt.
By
like-
the legs.
Yeah. Because that's like a good place, like that's at chest level for him. So like right under the butt and just.
I'll use one hand to push up and help him.
All right. Pretty easily, you lift him into the water. And as Robin like sinks underneath the water, no one sees him.
Oh.
And Robin, you begin to fall. But at a slight pace, not like falling indefinitely. It feels like you're going down a water slide, essentially.
Okay.
Kind of like the tubes going on a water slide in a amusement park.
I may have killed the drunk one. Sorry, the other drunk one.
Can I yeehaw really loud
Yes.
as I'm going down? Okay. Yeah. And
Do we
I don't know if they can hear it or not.
Outside the waterfall. they
no
do not
yeehaw?
Okay.
hear. No yeehaw.
Aw.
But it did happen.
Was that a yee? It was a yee-naw? A yee-naw?
If you yeehaw in a waterfall in the floor underground, does
Does anybody hear
still
it?
make a sound?
I feel
21.
bad. Like I should follow him.
I think that you should.
Fine. Hold me blanket. And he just hands it to whoever. Actually, I take it back. Hands it to K1. Here, don't sell that for 4 silver.
Holds it just ripped straight out awkwardly.
And I'll dive directly into the water.
All right. And it is as if he dived head first into a 1-foot section of water and just completely disappears. Feet flipping as they go under the water, and you begin to slide on a tube going downward. It's not long. You make it to the bottom.
I also scream as I'm going
So
down.
does Robin. Robin, you're not just falling indefinitely.
Would like to roll into like a perfect somersault landing, though.
Please do an acrobatics check.
Oh yeah. Yes. Let's see. I can do that. That is a 19 plus 6. So 25.
So you do a perfect somersault landing, and your arms up, landed the sticking the landing. Wow. And you turn, and Garzud, what did you say? Forgot.
I will also yell on my way down, but instead of a hearty yeehaw, it's what the hell?
And Robin does hear this, but no one outside. And so you know that someone else decided to fall through the water. As you turn, Garzud's body plops out.
You are still alive.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
No, it wasn't.
Up above.
Well,
It appears we must go down into the water.
after you.
We shouldn't
I
waste.
don't see. Oh, I go ahead. I'm sorry.
Just K1 will silently step into the water. And unlike the other two that went down, will be completely silent going down this slide.
Yeah.
Just
You just perfectly get into the little tube
I
and
like
fall down.
contort to like be aerodynamic.
So basically, you just kind of do a squat, and your legs
Robo
are
squat.
perfectly like horse stanced
Yes.
as you're just sliding down this water slide, and down below you see Kills just arrive on foot just through the water slide, just in a squat, perfect land, and then stands.
I have arrived.
Up at the surface, Sachi will be quickly tying or braiding her hair and securing it with a hair wrap. And well, I don't see any blood nor any metal parts.
So,
They could have at least warned us. I don't want to be submerged in water.
I was thinking the same thing. As 21 like pulls up a hood that is like obviously meant to like hide like or at least cover the vast amount of hair that they have, and like pulls it up over to kind of just try and cover it up a bit. And then he kind of puts a foot up on the feature and like offers his hand out as to be like, after you, madame, kind of a thing.
Oh, someone with manners. And I thought you'll see this dead face going down, kind of like a is it loot? No, it's not luge. The like sledding where they just kind of like do this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Just something like that.
What is that called? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's illusion.
It is illusion, yeah.
It is
Yeah.
luge. But I thought that was
I think that's
the
right.
one where they scrub right in front of the puck.
Oh, that's no, that's something different.
Curling.
Yeah.
Curling, thank you. I was like,
Okay. Yeah, I don't play many sports.
It's
So you
fair.
go down like kind of like perfectly coffin.
Yeah, like illusion.
Down, ready. And 21 follow behind, or
mm-hmm.
okay. So nobody is wet, and as you arrive down below, we'll take our first break really quick.
Yeah.
Yay!
Let's do
Thanks for
it.
joining us, everybody.
All right.
Oh,
Thank you for
yeah.
hanging out. We're ready to get into the initiation.
Yes.
All
Be right back after this.
right.
After these messages.
About that time, you hear a loud crash from the room that Danis is in. Nothing.
Nothing. And Rowan's gonna walk towards whatever that noise was.
Yeah.
Danis is quickly like picking things up and putting them into his arms, and he kind of like wheels around and looks at you.
Holding muffins, also looking at you.
And across his face. And as he's looking into your eyes, you can hear the sort of gasping, like, as his life starts to be drained from his body, and as the sort of purple and green lines come across his eyes, and he takes his last breath, you pull your hand away and you see
A level 2.
okay.
By the way, I didn't mention that. Okay, so to hit, it is a 9.
A 9 will miss,
Rip.
unfortunately.
Swing and a miss.
A swing and a miss. And that will bring us to Danis. Unfortunately, Danis, they did not get super within range of you. And I feel bad about that, but here we are.
Just a melee in airship combat.
Just melee.
Nisa, you have like probably one of the best shops around. It's everything's so unique. It's different. But in a good way.
You hear a voice, very gentle in your head. You feel a soft, cool tingles sort of run down your spine. It says, "Child of Timora."
What is this?
Who is this? Which god is this?
Well, I know who Timora is, but
No,
like,
I know, but this is not Timora.
how did you get this number?
It's a new phone. Who knows?
All right, fine.
Picks it back up.
And she makes eye contact with Nisa and says, "On your mark."
Ready, set, go!
Constitution saving
Oh my
throws.
God.
Hey!
Just splat. Just complete and utter.
I understand. Satomorphic.
Swollen. I made you guys come here, and I don't want to make you wait until the next day.
You know what? I'm curious about where this goes. And she's going to hold on to her. No, at this point, she doesn't even wear gloves because y'all know something. So she's just going to touch her hand and it's going to glow. And you're now blessed for whatever you want to do.
Well, now I feel nervous.
Perhaps rich things don't sit well with me then.
Is it rich things, or could it be?
Rowan? I can't do sports because of a bleeding disorder. Well, I couldn't do contact sports, so they were like, "You could ride horses." I was like, "Horses smell like shit." You could play water polo. I can't swim that well.
Ringworm.
You can play golf.
I'm sorry.
Golf?
was a
I'm
part
a
of my
teenager. I don't own a boat. I can't complain that much about the weather. They won't even let me rent a fucking golf cart.
Yeah.
So I got golf lessons, and
Sorry, was it like golf?
so I busted my mouth open with a fucking club bending down to get a ball one time, and and I stopped doing golf.
That,
May?
yeah, you.
Ooh, I mean,
You attacked us, and you have more tears on your face than the person who died.
did you watch him kill everyone?
Oh yeah. No, I didn't. But I've seen it before with animals. I killed a man.
I watched you kill like
Kids
7 of
Club.
us. He's just like, he's significant.
All right, fine.
Picks it back up.
And
Love it.
she makes eye contact with Nisa and says, "On your mark."
Ready, set, go!
Constitution saving
Oh my
throws.
God.
Please.
Hey.
A level 2.
Okay.
By the way, I didn't mention that. Okay, so to hit, it is a 9.
A 9 will miss,
Rip.
unfortunately.
Swing and a miss.
A swing and a miss. And that will bring us to Danis. Unfortunately, Danis, they did not get super within range of you. And I feel bad about that, but here we are.
Just a melee in airship combat.
Just melee. You hear a voice, very gentle in your head. You feel soft, cool tingles sort of run down your spine. It says, "Child of Timora."
What is this?
Who is this? Which god is this?
Well, I know who Timora is, but
No,
like,
I know, but this is not Timora.
how did you get this number?
New phone. Who knows? Just splat. Just complete and utter.
I understand. Say no more.
That
May?
yeah, you.
Ooh, I mean,
You attacked us, and you have more tears on your face than the person who died.
did you watch him kill everyone?
Oh yeah. No, I didn't, but I've seen it before with animals. I killed a man.
I watched you kill like
That's
7 of
close.
us. He's just like, he's significant and across his face. And as he's looking into your eyes, you can hear the sort of gasping, like, as his life starts to be drained from his body. And as the sort of purple and green lines come across his eyes and he takes his last breath, you pull your hand away and you see...
Lisa, you have like probably one of the best shops around. It's everything's so unique. It's different. It's different, but in a good way.
Perhaps rich things don't sit well with me then.
Is it rich things, or could it be?
You like Rowan? I can't do sports because of a bleeding disorder. Well, I couldn't do contact sports, so they were like, "You could ride horses." I was like, "Horses smell like shit." You could
Ride
play
horses?
water polo. I can't swim that well.
Ringworm.
You could play golf.
I'm sorry.
Golf?
That was a
I'm
sport
a
in high school.
teenager. I don't own a boat. I can't complain that much about the weather. They won't even let me rent a fucking golf cart.
Yeah.
So I got
Yeah.
golf lessons, and
Sorry, was it
busted
like golf?
so I busted my mouth open with a fucking club bending down to get a ball one time, and and I stopped doing golf.
It's rolling. I made you guys come here, and I don't want to make you wait until the next day.
You know what? I'm curious about where this goes. And she's going to hold on to her. No, at this point, she doesn't even wear gloves because y'all know something. So she's just gonna touch her hand, and it's gonna glow. And you're now blessed for whatever you want to do.
Well, now I
If I
feel
were-
nervous.
About that time, you hear a loud crash from the room that Danis is in. Nothing.
Nothing. And Rowan's gonna walk towards whatever that noise was.
Yeah.
Danis is quickly like picking things up and putting them into his arms, and he kind of like wheels around and looks at you.
Holding muffins, also looking at you.
Perhaps rich things don't sit well with me then.
Is it rich things, or could it be?
Rowan?
It's rolling. I made you guys come here, and I don't want to make you wait until the next day.
You know what? I'm curious about where this goes. And she's going to hold on to her. At this point, she doesn't even wear gloves because y'all know the thing. So she's just gonna touch her hand and it's gonna glow, and you're now blessed for whatever you want to do.
Well, now I feel nervous.
All right, fine.
Picks it back up.
And she makes eye contact with Nisa and says, "On your mark."
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Whoa!
Hi.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome back.
So we have now
Big
two
news.
whole patrons. So thank you so much for
That is
those.
so exciting.
Guys.
Uh,
Thank you.
That's like-
Thank you.
This is huge because like this is something I don't know about the rest of the cast, but this is something that I've been like really excited to start
oh yeah,
to
yeah. No, this
to
is
do.
super cool.
Yeah, because it's like, we love the tips and continue to tip because that also will be helping us with these goals, the Patreon goals. This is like,
Yeah.
I think, way easier in my opinion because you can just keep on recurring it.
Yeah.
But also with this, depending on what tier you do, you get extra stuff, which I think is really awesome because you all deserve all the extra content.
It's very
I
cool.
don't know about you, but I'm excited too to have Patreons on Feywild and Now's Patreon channel or page or something.
And make sure you join the Discord because now you'll have special Discord roles.
Ooh.
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
super excited. We get to offer so many cool things to our patrons, and it's gonna be awesome. I know Jade has been like championing it. And
True. You guys are amazing.
Can't wait to
Thank
do
you
some
so much
stuff.
to the two of you who have subbed to the Patreon. You guys are adorable and lovely, and we love you. The beginning of our game was completely filled with you guys introducing each other and role playing, and now it's time to start the game.
Okay, sounds about right.
Sounds about Feywild.
Yeah.
Accurate. I was like, do I do an introduction section or do I just jump into it? And here I am, an hour and a half in, getting into
This
it.
will happen every time.
Yep, now I know. I know.
Yep.
I just need to play a character one time that is literally like, "Hi, my name's my name. Like, what's your name?" And like literally do that to every single
Right.
person. Just get it over with. But no.
Hi, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Great, let's go.
Yeah, pretty much. But most of my characters don't like to do that. So
That's fair and same. Makes everything
Realistic.
easy on
Yeah.
me. I think everything from here on out's gonna go great. Are we ready to get back into it?
So ready?
Take our
Oh, yeah.
big role play breath. And action. So, as you guys slid down the waterfall, essentially, you enter into a kind of hollow sounding room. It's made of elegant walls, like mixed metals between bricks. Like they've almost filled their brick space with just gold. Everything in here is immaculate. It is very clean. You hear maybe some creaks and things, but it sounds echoey because it's so open. Around the rooms, in every spot that you can possibly think a corner would be in, is just filled with gold stacks. Gold stacks, gold bars, silver bars. The piece of D&D money that no one uses, they have that. And also Electrum, no one uses that either. They've got it. They have tables of just riches, jewels and pieces of like trophies that have like encrusted jewels and beautiful markings on them. And there's a it's time you said echoey. There's a group of individuals kind of sitting around a table kind of down the hallway, and they see you and they just kind of give you a wave. Gives you the thought that you've been expected. No one is shocked that you're here. A large human figure kind of walks into the room. He's about 6'2", very, very deep skin tone. And he has these bright green and yellow, like, striped eyes. And they, like, have a slit for a pupil. And he looks very snake-like. His skin tone is so deep and dark that when any sort of light kind of hits him, it almost like radiates like a purpley type of green flecks. He stands with feet, but you can tell that this individual is a Yanti. And he wears an open face, kind of poofy shirt, and he has no chest hair, but he does have kind of like notches for like a chest. You could tell it's very like snake-like build. And his mouth has a very deep cut straight to the ears, where his mouth lines to his lips. And partial of his nose is burnt to his face. So you can see that he has been through things. He's a tough guy. He walks in and he's very elegant and hot. And he walks in the room and his hair is kind of like shaved into a mohawk, but very short and dyed purple. Well, I'm glad you finally arrived. And he kind of twirls some gold in his fingers, not to be intimidating, just to indicate that he's rich as fuck. Welcome to my home.
Greetings. I like what you've done with the place.
Thank you. I like what you're going to add to the place.
Put my war gong back on my back. It was echoey and I wanted to hit it, but he's intimidated. So, so you're going to have seen the mallet like go out and then...
Please.
Nah.
Celebrate. Pull it back out. I want to hear it.
Smash the shit out of it real hard.
He looks at you like with a finger on his like lower lip / chin, just interested, but not like giggling or anything. He just watches you do that. He just goes, so what does that do for you?
You know,
as like it's still
I don't know.
echoing in the area.
Usually it catches people by surprise.
That's
They don't.
good. We do like surprises.
Sometimes when you go to steal things, you got to be clever and just grab it without them seeing. Or sometimes you hit a gong really hard and it surprises them, and in their moment of oh my god, what's happening, you just grab their purse and run.
Interesting. So tell me. And he kind of takes a step forward, and you can see like the top half of his body just kind of like shifts in like a belly dancer type of way as he walks. It's just so smooth. He like kind of gets a little bit close to you, not intimidatingly close. He just looks a little bit over you. And so is this the reason that my birds told me you were worthy of joining our group?
Maybe.
Tell me what you've done. Why are you here? Why are all of you here? Kind of like side eyes all of you.
Well, I picked up that one and I dropped him in a waterfall, well, into some water, and then he was gone, and I thought, what the hell? And then I dove in because I thought he was gonna be dead, and that's kind of mean.
Oh, you care?
Shut up.
Oh.
He chuckles.
It was their idea.
At that moment, you can see, like, when he smiles for a chuckle, you can see that his face just completely, like, separates, and you can see like a lizard sort of inside of his mouth. And he closes his mouth again, and it just returns to the lines. I like that. That's honorable. You'll go after people in battle. But that's more of the recent reason. Why did you receive my letter? Why was I told to write 5 letters and bring you here? What did you do? Tell me your impressive feats that got you noticed by me.
21 kind of doesn't like leans forward but doesn't take a step forward to like indicate that he wants to speak. And goes,
kind of shifts focus to you.
You may or may not have heard of Peleus Chryslin and her grandiose wedding from some months back.
Yes.
You may have heard that it was quite the uproar when 17 barrels of ale that was meant to supply the party went missing from said wedding.
And it interests me how you did it in such silence. No one noticed. Did you drink it at all? Because I don't see it here, being shared with our brothers.
No, I did not drink any of it, but I am particularly proud of having been the sole reason why it is gone.
I like that. And you... He looks directly at Sashi. You're coming from an interesting place.
Yes, let me think. I would suppose it would be the unfortunate incident of a, what do the people call it? Manslaughter, I think. It wasn't my fault that the person did not know the difference between a shrinking potion and a poisonous potion. I mean, the labels were right there.
This is why we like you, Kai. You're smart, murderous. Nobody suspects you. And you, I'm actually surprised. And he looks directly at Kills. You're the first Warforged to ever step in this home of mine. And you came in gracefully, I saw from the other room. Tell me why you're here.
I am Model K1 Series L, humanoid tracking and hunting unit. I was rated for this purpose. I was intended to join with my creator, but I cut out the middleman.
An assassin? But how quiet are you? Most Warforged I know are loud, echoey.
I've been designed for stealth, and I do not need to breathe, gasp, or... Clearly I came down here rather quietly.
You're right. I definitely heard a yee-haw.
That was not me.
No, it was you. Looks back at Robin.
Yeah,
So why are you here? Have you had enough time to think?
Oh, yes, well, my real name is not Robin. It is Cletus.
Well,
Cletus Chiggins. But they call me Robin Banks because I did indeed rob a bank.
that is a hard task. I have
Yes.
heard of you. Cleet. Robin Banks seems like a step down from what you could be.
Possibly. It funded me for a while. I like to party. But,
That is true, and so do we. And as he like gestures behind him, you all suddenly kind of notice that everyone in the other rooms have gotten closer. Not to be intimidating, just rallying around the new family.
While I'm talking, I want to like be shifting in one of their directions to like take a cup from the table while not making eye contact to them, just talking to Snake Daddy.
He watches you fully pick up the cup and everything, and I am so pleased that you're motivated by gold. As most of us are. Being rich gets us everything that we want. And if you pass my test, you can have all of this. You'll have the run of the town. And you'll be feared by it. So please, take the cup. You'll have at least 50 more.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. He yeehaws back, just in a little laugh. And Garzard, I already know your name.
Well, you see, I didn't actually get the invitation myself. I was just handling one of the halflings that was in the bar, and
Yes.
he may have stolen some things from us. Well, I guess I never really worked there, but he stole things nonetheless, and I ended up with this letter, and I feel like I'm not supposed to be here, but
You are, though. Because the letter would have burned if you were an unrightful hand. Have it.
well,
But that's
today
all
is
right.
my lucky day.
That just means that you have a piece of competition. That means you met the other person who did not arrive. There's a halfling named Zorl that was supposed to be with you. I'm assuming he robbed you. Got what he wanted and left. Petty thievery, not meant for the guild. Maybe. But you are, if you have the note in your hand.
Put my arm around my friend now who cares about my well-being and inform you that luck is a skill. Don't sell yourself short.
Luck is a skill.
Why are you
fact,
touching me?
Oh, you're a joker. No, walk away.
Luck is also taught here. Welcome, please come in. And he kind of leads you guys through kind of it looks like a sewer system that has been completely revamped and vitalized into the gold house that it is. There's no running water through it. The only water that seems to go through the building is one large tank in the kitchen that is filled, and a pipe kind of leads through towards the slides that you guys came in on. This is the battle rooms and the quarters, and before you guys can join my ranks as my trusted family, you can add to our pile. Yes? And I'm not saying give me your money. You have enough. Well, you'll have more once you join me. I want something that you find valuable. I want you to steal something. The most expensive thing you can possibly think of. And bring it back here. Successfully do that, and you'll be part of my crew and family. You'll go out on jobs and you'll be made rich. You can leave, you can stay, you can do whatever you'd like. We'll care for you and your family for the rest of time. You'll have no worries ever. You'll make a lot of money, and you'll be happy. Some people even get married to the people that they meet here. We also celebrate birthdays, he says as a joke.
And Some people will fear us.
Many.
Good.
People see our sigil and completely desert town. And that's why this town is empty. Minus the few that live here. Under our protection. They just agreed to sway people away. And that's their only payment.
Garza is just looking at K1 out of the corner of his eye.
You see,
not letting him out of his sight.
You see K1's eyes, so they're glowing red. Every once in a while, they like flicker, and there's like kind of like a little like like a light bulb that's not quite screwed in just right. But otherwise, no expression.
Okay.
I want to try at least to shift K1 a little bit towards him. Here, talking robots got to be worth a lot of money.
Lesson number 1. Warforged are sentient beings, and they have souls. And anything with a soul is worth living for and not being sold.
You have
or
a soul?
owned by anybody.
Oh.
My creator didn't seem to think I was a person. But he's no longer with us.
I think you are a fine and dandy person, and I'm a little scared. I'm gonna walk away.
So if you walk away, you kind of walk into the quarters. There's kind of like a T-shaped building that you're standing in. There's like a little war room that has like maps and things. There's like this entry hallway, and then there's quarters. And the entire area is just completely packed to the brim with gold and riches. There is a door at the end of the quarters. It's like a iron door, but it has like a handle on it. And there's some individuals sitting in the quarters. Just one of them is like picking their nails with their knife. The other person is talking and playing cards with another, and all of them are wearing the same large, like black cloak, open face, with red wraps, not clothing, but like wraps on their body. And the cloak has a large white symbol of the crescent moon with the dagger that touches both ends.
Please tell me that our initiation, we do not have to wear that.
You don't like it?
I think it's a little bit garish.
Imagine having it, owning it, and striking fear and desire simultaneously into every soul you pass. Simply by wearing their funny.
Would I be able to access the trade that you do, the secret trade with this outfit?
Yes. Although these are groundmen, they go out on the quick, outside of town, let people know that this is our area. Quick jobs. They're strong. They can absolutely murder all of you. Not to make you scared, but to show you how strong they are.
And Salchi will step just a little bit back.
He doesn't move closer. He allows you your space. So I have an idea. He kind of turns his body facing the quarters, since Robin walked that direction. Have you guys considered taking the king's crown? Smiles, like so incredibly large that his jaw and cheek just separate, and you see the scalish lizard mouth.
I considered it.
Have you?
I have.
That impresses me. Imagine the most valuable thing on this earth in our hands. We would be untouchable.
That's suicide. I mean, I don't really particularly care what does and doesn't happen to me, but that's just folly.
I I don't want to make it like a habit of agreeing with that one, but I think he's right.
This is twice. This is twice. Just keep track. This is twice.
That's 3 fingers.
Well, this is. I've been drinking.
It does seem rather improbable.
What does that mean?
It means that we could die.
Oh, yes.
You could die. Or you can take the sewer below, all the way to the castle, into the kitchen of the castle where my men were.
Oh.
We've
Can I
started
insight
this.
check that?
What are you trying to look for?
I'm trying to look for if there are any ulterior motive.
Okay. Yeah, roll an insight check.
Okay. What's this person's modifier? Insight? Oh, yeah. Okay, 15.
So far, you would have gauged that this person cares a lot about wealth and a lot about power and is not joking around. You've been noticed, and it appears to be a high honor. Now he's suggesting something a little crazy. Maybe it's a test. Maybe it's a test of your willingness to do it. Maybe it's a test of your loyalty immediately. But he doesn't seem to be lying. He seems very serious.
21 is very into the idea. Like hasn't flinched. Is like, steal the king's crown. Let's fucking do it. Like, you tell me how, and let's make the plan happen, kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm a drunk, but this one's crazy.
If this will,
21.
if this will allow me to fulfill my purpose, then I will assist.
And, Metal and Scary, what exactly is that purpose?
To join the Thieves Guild.
Not to stab people joining the Thieves Guild, right? Right?
That is
I would hope
for
not.
my own enjoyment.
Although, in order to be part of this family, you also agree to never harm intentionally another member of this family.
Is that after we join, or does that start now?
I'm offering you a position upon return of the crown. And he kind of continues what he was saying before.
It's just
Now,
hell kills. It starts now.
I can
I-
hear you.
have a lad in the kitchen, the highest rank. He is a shitty chef, but has been watching every move, knows the schedule. And now it is your job to go in, talk with him, follow the schedule, and take the crown. Come back with the crown. You have a lifetime of riches, the amount of blood you see, and you will forever be cared for. If you so choose to leave the Syndicate at any time, you're free to go. Your memories of the Syndicate will be taken. Do we have an agreement?
Seems appropriate, yes.
I agree.
Indeed.
It is nice to be able to steal things and not get kicked out of your monastery, so sure. Yeehaw.
Laughs again. I like it.
Hey, robot. Metal and scary.
I assume you're referring to me.
Yeah, K1. If anyone should stab you during this, endeavor, I'll stab her back, and then you could do the same if they stab me. Is that agreeable?
Absolutely. I see our odds are better working together.
I like you. All right, you have yourself a deal, Mr. Pretty Scales.
Agreed.
Pretty is a nice thing. This you would probably be familiar with, looking at 21. But incorrect. Alright, so I will be off in my chambers and return when you must. If you need food, gold, weapons, take anything you need. I don't. As he kind of shifts his body and turns, if you are proficient, full colored in circle in Arcana, you could make a Arcana check.
Alrighty.
Nope.
It's a 17 for 21.
Nice.
What was this?
I'm not.
Oh, I
I'm
see.
just waiting. Patient.
So as 21, you kind of gaze upon this individual as they saunter to their chamber, and you see that he has a kind of short sword, but it curves at the end in a very familiar way. And you recognize immediately that he has a luck sword on him.
And you fill in for Sparrow what that is.
For those who don't know, a luck blade allows you to cast Wish a certain amount of times before you have to destroy the weapon.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
Fancy.
So he has, it's just strapped to his body, and he's just walking away. You see his clothing, and he goes to the room past the chambers, passing Robin, and closes the door behind him. And the three individuals in the chambers kind of look at you, and you notice a couple features as their faces, the bottom halves of their faces are covered in like a dark red wrap. They look to you, and they all look the same, the exact same. They have the same eyes, the same eyebrows, the same hair color. And all three of them are look like very pale-skinned halflings.
So are we gonna have to do our hair and stuff like you if we get this?
The one picking his nails starts laughing. That's my brother. That's my sister. And he just starts picking nails.
Oh, that's fine. Fine and dandy. Good.
You did.
Is there any chance that these halflings were similar to the ones that we saw earlier?
They are not. And by looking at them, you recognize just that their general features are different. Their skin appears to be lighter, their hair is darker, things like that. They just don't look the same to you.
Got it. Just wanted to be sure.
So we're in agreement. We ain't gonna hurt one another. Come shit hit the fan up there. Right?
That's what I heard.
I'll punch a motherfucker, but I don't want to punch you. and I don't want you to stab me.
I don't think that would help our outcome.
I promise
No.
not to intentionally harm, maim, or kill any of you. But I do have a disclaimer that if you do not read the labels on my items, should I give them to you or you steal them, but I don't recommend that you steal them, then I cannot be held liable for the outcome.
Seems fair to me.
Yeah, she doesn't pour my drink.
So, one of the girls that was playing cards, you recognize she to be Femme based on the voice that cracks. So, I will be in the back. We'll be around just as backup. In case,
Insight
as you
check.
say, shit hits the fan. Yeah, you can roll an insight check.
Yeah, to see if they're simply just going to be backup or they're backup and or going to kill us.
Right. Or steal our shit.
That's fair. That's fair.
No loose ends.
Nat 20, total 24.
Oh, dang.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I mean, they're not brandishing any weapons or giving any body language that would indicate to you that they're lying, or they just happen to be in the room, which could be suspicious, but they're not inherently doing anything that should give you any cues that they're in bad spirits.
And I'll relate that to 21 while picking up a short bow from one of the piles of stuff. Just a normal one.
Okay. Good to know. Keeps that to himself.
Hey, K1.
Yes.
Is K1 still holding my blanket?
Yes.
Could I, have that back, please?
Yes, I held it for you.
And you did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
He will, tie it back around his shoulders.
Nice.
Well, the sewers is a pretty straight shot. I helped make them, and I think it was gonna be fun. He knew he was gonna ask you guys to do for weeks. He was excited for you guys to show up, even though he's not gonna show it. It's actually really nice. And his favorite food is stewed meat. But not the white kind of meat, like the dark kind of meat, like the specifically the ones that are like soft and fluffy, that like you shear and you make clothes out of them. You know, those
lamb?
types.
He likes
Ooh.
lamb stew.
Yeah, that kind. Is that the one that goes bah?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that was his favorite. So yeah, you know, he's actually really, really nice. And he cares a lot about us. And I like it here. So, yes, as I said, we're going to be around the edge. We're going to be there just in case anything were to happen. So, what else do you need to know? She kind of stands up. And you see she stands at 4'1", very short. Oh, Tomas is the, informant that you need to talk to inside. He's been almost up to head chef, currently sous chef.
Will Tomas have the information we need regarding the Crown's whereabouts?
We hope so. He hasn't come back since he started his job because we don't want any risk of breaking anything. We don't want anyone to follow him. He moved into the castle and he had one job and he has the ring. So, and
What does the ring do?
Oh, it is a ring that we all have. And she holds up her hand, and as she does, her two brothers also hold up their hands. And they seem to have the same, just plain black ring. If we take it off, then we die immediately.
Oh.
But it's a good thing. It's to protect the Syndicate and everything that we have.
And is that a requirement upon initiation?
Yeah, if you're gonna go out in the field, yeah. Imagine you're taken by someone trying to question you, and they don't let you go, things get too hard and too rough, and you want to give information, but you absolutely shouldn't, so you just end yourself. It's for the betterment of the group, the guild, and our safety.
Seems logical.
Or just impair yourself so you actually don't remember.
You know, he seemed to like you. You could probably talk to him about that.
I'm okay with it.
She says in a very sarcastic tone.
No. Did you see the mouth? I don't really want to. No.
I like it. I think it's cool. Anyway, are you ready to go? It's going to be very fast. And if she pauses really long, if you guys get caught, I'm going to leave you there.
I'm gonna grab a bow.
I'm not surprised by that. All of you take the weapons that you need. I'm already ready. And you can see that 21 has no weapons that you can discern on his person.
K1 lifts up his arm, and then from his wrist it kind of pops out like two ends that make up a bow that's notched with an arrow.
Nope.
Ooh.
All right.
I am ready as well.
I'll just
Crack your knuckles.
Go ahead.
No, it's fine. You can go.
No, you.
Well, if we are all done brandishing our weapons that we clearly have proficiency in, then we should probably go.
Agree?
Yeah. All right, well, I'll lead you to the sewers.
We are on board with the side mission for kills, right? That was very obviously stated. Hasn't made it to head chef, is sous chef, kills, likes to stab, kill the head chef, informant gets to be head chef. Just if the opportunity arises, I think he would put you in a good position, Robert.
If that is what is necessary.
You, barman, did you have something to say earlier? Yes, you with the blanket.
We'll be talking about my blanket.
I'm just stating what is on your person.
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna grab a weapon, and then we could go.
Well, I apologize for expediting the show of skill for you.
No, it's great. I didn't want to show off what I could do after everyone else did. It's fine. And he just kind of picks up a longbow and puts it over his shoulder.
Cool.
We can. They said we could go, so.
Yep, the triplets stand and they all kind of slink past you. Their feet make zero noise as they pass you. It's insane. They just pass you very quickly, and with a blur, they appear at the end of a hall, the rest of the hallway with the large water tank. And behind the water tank is a grate. And they open up the grate together, and they all jump in. And, do any of you need a light? One of the triplets calls from below.
Is it dark?
Well, if you can't see in the dark, then it's dark.
I'm just fine.
Yep.
That just
K1's
says
eyes
nothing.
glow. Wow.
Yeah, I can see.
I'm gonna pretend that I can see because everybody else can. They're cool.
Nice.
Well, your boy got
hear-
dark vision, so I'm all set.
Same,
I'm
same.
an elf, so
You hear nothing but silence as you can assume that they shuffled away. Do you guys descend into the grate?
Yes.
Mhm.
So as you plop down below, again, very clean. There's no running water or anything. Um, Robin, you kind of have to like hold on something to pretend that you can see. But as
Keep
you
one hand on the shoulder of my friend with the blanket.
um, as you guys pop below, you see that it just goes one direction. At the very corner, at the end of the hall, you see the last remnants of a cape that kind of made the turn. And you guys kind of follow along the tunnel, and you see that there's so many offshoots. It clearly is a vast tunneling system, and you have no idea where it could possibly go. You guys end up walking, following these halflings for like over an hour, kind of walking at a brisk pace, until you hit a point where the floor does become a little bit sludgy, and the floor is no longer pressed fancy brick gold. Maybe they're just not completed, maybe they have a reason for it, but it's not complete. And the halflings stand at the edge as you guys arrive to the area. Well, we've got about 30 minutes left, and at this point, there's a lot of fucking rats, and I hate it. And you see the girl kind of nudge the other halfling, and he goes, "It's just the worst. Be prepared. It's fine. All right." And they start running again. And as you guys are walking, as they said, there's a lot of tiny rats just walking around and running through. Robin holds his mouse just at his beard, so his mouse doesn't get any ideas about freedom. In the sewers. You guys make it, and as you are kind of walking through this sewery area, it opens up into a vast kind of hole. And you hear chittering of rats and different various animals. And there's one single grate above. You hear a lot of noise. There's so much talking, there's jovial laughing, and the halflings have disappeared. They kept going. And you guys are at the grates that you need to be at. Around you is approximately like 15 feet, like in a circle around. It's a bit of a dome with a grate.
Is it dark in here?
It's about dark. You do have the light coming from the kitchen that is kind of broken up by the grate, so you have a couple long squares of light that are kind of shining into the disgusting dirt area.
So K1, this entire time you've not seen them. As soon as we get here, it will step out of the shadows, and the blanket tipped $10.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, blanket.
Oh my god.
So
Always loved you,
kind.
blanket.
Thank you, blankie.
So I have a theory that the person with the hilarious on-time names, it's all one person. So
Yeah,
I
please
agree.
drop hints in the Discord who you are.
Running
because
theories,
I'm
running theories. I do, I love
I've been
it.
waiting years for someone to ask me about my theories, but
Yeah, K1 kind of shimmers out of the darkness, like it's very, very reminiscent of Predator, kind of like refracting the light, and then steps out and then is suddenly visible again, even to the people with dark vision. You could not see them in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Feature, or is it just because he's made of kind of black?
So no, it's my my Ranger Gloomstalker ability.
Ooh, love that.
So invisible in dark light.
Okay.
Oh.
I still can't see. I just see the red eyes. That's all I can see.
Wow.
So up above, you kind of hear like people clanking dishes, washing dishes. You see people stepping over the grate. There's approximately at least 10 different feet that have walked over the grate in the span of a few minutes that you guys have been standing below.
So how do we get up there? And without being seen?
Well, I'm not so interested in not being seen. I'm just interested in making sure that people don't worry about me being there.
You make a fair point.
People pretty much always care if I'm there, so I don't think I'm going to get away with that personally.
Well, that's why we all shouldn't be, shall we say, tilling the same field.
Oh. My language.
I
All right.
don't
Get it.
understand what that means.
I do. You mean they mean you need beans and corn?
Wasn't. Never mind. So, in 21 turns to Sachi. Sachi, would you say you're good at sneaking and being stealthy?
I would say by a moderate amount. Moderate amount.
Fair. And you, angry person over there. How about you?
Which one?
How do you feel?
What are we talking about?
Just in general, how do you feel about sneaking and being stealthy?
Well, I can do it. If that's what you're asking.
But
Small.
it's not your strength, right?
I would say I'm pretty damn good at it.
Oh, well, show me what you've got.
Fine. And he takes the shield off of his right side. He takes a rapier off of his left side. And he just kind of like charges off into the darkness a little quick, but and attempts to be stealthy.
Stealth,
All
stealth,
right, roll for stealth.
Sneaky, sneaky.
It's a natural 20 for 24.
Oh, well, fuck.
More than everyone's passive perception. So as you walk off, everyone is a bit impressed.
All right. I am impressed. Very impressive. My point is that I feel like we all don't do the stealth thing. Like, could I do it? Sure, but put me in front of somebody and let me weave a tale, and that's really where I hit.
I can also fuck people up with my sword.
Just holding your sword in the air.
Yeah, you guys just see like a light reflection of something. You can't really tell what it is because it's a rapier, so it's like a glint in the darkness.
Now, I've heard a little bit about you, Sachi, and I know that potion making is your real talent, right?
I would say it is the craft that I've chosen, yes.
So
But,
my point is we all shouldn't try and sneak in like some sort of like, children's entertainment group entertaining children. We should try this several different ways.
I actually am very sneaky and nimble.
Insight
Well,
check.
congratulations. Another strength of everyone is blowing apart my metaphor, but the point being is
Actually, it is one
you
of
can
my
sneak if
primary
you want
functions.
to.
Oh.
You can sneak if you want to. I feel like my, shall we say, talent for persuasion would be better utilized.
Oh.
For me, at least.
I do have the ability to make myself look not like myself. So
And we share that.
if you do the talking and the dealing with social interest, whatever they are called, then I can do that and be alongside you.
I could
Perfect.
also join you in this. I don't always.
Well, see, the thing is, though, is that you are a warforged and you kind of look like a Warforged sent to fuck somebody up, so I wouldn't say coming in deception. But you know, I've been wrong twice today already, so let's make it a 3.
I can change my appearance at will.
As you guys are talking and kind of deliberating, planning, you hear up above. Does someone hear that? Just very clearly. And then a couple shuffles.
Sashi's going to try and do the wood elf thing. I forgot what it's called, I'm sorry. Crap, please. Mask of the Wild, yes.
Is that?
You can attempt to hide even when you're only slightly obscured. And I would assume that the darkness is slightly.
Yeah, you'd be easily able to hide. You step to the side, kind of meld with the wall, even if... and up above, you hear a bell and a bunch of shuffling out of the room. A bunch of trays getting picked up. You hear clanking of metal. You hear, don't forget that! Go back! Don't forget that! And then someone shuffles back in, shuffles back out. After a moment, it gets silent. Upstairs, you can hear like the distant murmurs of groups.
All right, well, lesson learned. We can't just sit here and talk forever. I propose this. That Sachi and I head up and try and talk our way into a distraction while you 3 see where this sewer leads and see if you can nab the crown.
Is this not where we're supposed to go to meet the informant?
You know, I really should pay better attention.
I believe there is a chef that we must meet here.
Well, then...
Chop, time is of the essence, and with that, Sachi's just going to walk towards the area.
Is there any steps going up to the grate or anything like that, or is it just right above it?
There's a little bit of like a mound on the floor. There's no steps or anything to find, but it does bring you closer to it, to where if you were at least like 5'5", you could just grab it with bent arms.
And does it pull down or lift up?
You could try.
Anyone will try. Or unless you want to.
Well, either one. I was gonna just see if you somebody wanted to shoulder me up there. And,
I'll do it.
On my
Sure.
job.
Piggyback on 21 and just real clumsily kind of just like climb up there and left foot on the shoulder blade and like right thigh on the other one, and
He hates this.
I
Very
smell like
easily.
weak old nasty booze, by the way. And I'm just gonna like
Very easily, you pop the grate up, and then it's just in your hands, and you kind of slide it over. You
Then
hear, huh?
I'm gonna jump down and tuck and roll into the shadows.
say you're up. You're up 20. You're up 21.
And through the grate, you guys see a kind of elven man with elven features, just very lean, straight, flattened. He has like a brownish tone, and looks through and he says, "Is there a waterfall through here?"
Yes.
Notices you immediately. All right. Yes, come. And he kind of waves you guys forward, and to crawl up. He seemingly just walks off from below.
21 just does as told. He gets up there.
Okay. As you guys climb up, you see that he went to like close the kitchen door and bar lock it. He turns and says, "This was honestly faster than I've expected." And you see this about 6 foot kind of like wood elf facing you, and he's wearing a black chef outfit that is very fitted to his thin body. He says, "Well, I have some information," and he kind of like takes his chef hat off and walks towards you all. So, right now is the end meal, where they will go to sleep. If you wait about an hour, King takes his crown off after sitting in his throne room, going over the mail, and then we'll be off to sleep. The crown stays in the throne room, guarded by 6 guards every night. But if you wait long enough, they might fall asleep. But I don't know if you have a time constraint, and you need to just get in there. They aren't very strong. I could probably take them, but I don't have my bow. That's about all I have. You can come back through the kitchen, and you can go back. We'll be happy to call you my brothers and sisters.
What is the best route between here and the throne room?
Unfortunately, the direct route. You're going to have to be sneaky. There isn't any side rooms or anything fancy about this, besides what we've made below. He kind of looks at the grate.
Are the halls well lit at all times?
Yes.
No. Yet.
Yes, there's sconces on almost every wall. The king is afraid of the dark.
Yeah.
He kind of chuckles for obvious reasons. He sleeps with the light on. There is a few corners of the throne room that are shaded.
Do you happen to know the names of these guards?
The guards.
Just one may do.
He kind of like thumbs his bottom lip as he's thinking, and he kind of goes back and forth. Oh man, I believe his name was Markov.
Can you describe to me what this Markov looks like?
Yes, Markov. M-O-K-V. Markov? No, not the K. That's not what he looks like anyway. And he kind of like puts his ladle down, but he starts like stirring soup into he's like, I do have a job to do. He's shorter, he's human, very pale skin, long nose. It sticks past his shield for the face. I've always thought it was kind of silly. He wears yellow on the outside of his armor. But yeah, I think that would be the defining factor, the yellow. No one else wears it.
Is one of the guards married, perhaps?
Unfortunately, I don't know.
Damn.
They kind of just tell us to do our jobs, and they do their jobs. There's not much.
Don't worry, I'll improvise. Don't worry. That's incredibly helpful for what I have planned.
Well, you guys have about 2.5 minutes before they're gonna come back for the second course. So get moving.
Okay. Let's go.
Take anything you need. I have spices, salt, sugar.
Bottle of wine. I'll snatch the finest bottle of wine I can find.
You see cooking wine.
I'll take it.
It's
I don't have taste buds.
basically a rice wine.
21's gonna take some pepper.
Okay.
And
he goes back to cooking, and he turns completely out of looking at you guys and opens an oven and pulls out some pies. He's back to work.
Yeah.
Well, Garza's just going to take like a handful of garlic
Should-
Okay.
No, please. Yeah, okay.
Are you a dwarf?
Uh-huh.
In Dwarvish, I want to say, what the fuck?
No, please.
You never know. We might need it. In Dwarvish.
It is best to be prepared, I say in Dwarvish.
In Dwarvish, what incarnation?
Which doesn't translate, so you guys just hear what incarnation in common. It's like there's no word that was made for it in that language. So you
Did
just
say
do
we
this.
only have.
Oh, I thought that you were going to eat it. I apologize. Also in Dwarvish.
Does 21 understand any of this? Or Nope. Okay.
Doesn't speak Dwarvish.
We are speaking
funny.
Dwarvish 21.
Zolf's
relay
like
this
cooking
in-
bread, and he just says, "Ah, yes, in Dwarvish." Again. Everyone knows Dwarvish. Jeez, that's.
But
so funny.
21. Jen, is it possible that we're gonna like basically just like exit the kitchen and try and sneak? Is that what the aim is, or is he sending us back down the grate to wait?
He said the most direct path is going directly through through the kitchen.
Yeah, but he did also say that there's like an hour wait before they go to bed,
a
right?
while.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he said
So
the people from the kitchen are gonna be back in about a minute and a half now. He said 2.5
Right.
minutes, but it's been some time since you guys.
Right. So
I'm gonna leave.
If we knock out the
same.
people coming back, then we have more time.
either way, we have to wait an hour. So,
Unless we also knock out the guards.
well, I have a plan for the guards,
Okay.
but let's get back down the grate for now. I think that's the best move to make.
They will be gone eventually.
If you knock them out for an hour, they might not wake back up.
If you kill them, they will never wake up.
That's true and terrifying coming
21 is
from your
already
mouth.
down. 21 is already back down the grate. Like,
Sachi left
this
with
in
I'm
Dwarvish.
gonna leave.
Okay, well, I'll go back down too.
Yeah, I'll go down in Dwarvish.
Nice.
So you guys intend to wait the hour, essentially.
yeah, raid message is going to be raids in Dwarvish.
Wait the Dwarvish, please. Oh my god. Okay, so you guys go down below and you hear some like relative kitchen noises after some time, people coming back in and picking up more foods and talking and laughing again as if nothing happened. You guys weren't even there. People are cooking more desserts, cooking things. This raid message is written in Dwarvish, please. It's so good. And you guys begin to hear them shuffle out. And then about 45 minutes later, they come back and pick up some more food and then out again. And you're like, this is the longest hour I've ever had in my life. The mice have just gotten used to being around you and they're just sitting in the room now. And an hour passes and you see Zorkel kind of like pop his head out the grate. Is there a waterfall down there?
Yeah.
No. Oh, yes.
Well, it's time to rush.
A1 wakes up out of standby mode.
So,
Stand by.
You get the Windows 98 loading
He
sound.
was just standing just straight up the whole time, just in
That's
place.
very.
so here's my plan. Is I'm going to try and turn the guards on one another to give us some sort of a distraction so that if we're going to fight them, we have an advantage, or hopefully they'll fight each other to the point where they're not worried about what we're doing.
Oh, stir in the pot, the drama.
Yep. And he looks at Sachi and says, I think you know what I'm going to do.
I
And-
believe I do as well.
He says the second part of the sentence in her head, like, right, this exact thing.
Yes, I do.
So let's move.
Should we
All right.
change our appearances?
No, I think that'll take more time. You chose to wait here. You might as well get back up here now and just figure it out. Oh, go home. Go home, not boom.
Go boom.
Sashi, I'd like to prepare an action. So, in the
Okay.
moment of when Sachi catches on to 21's plan, then she'll cast Disguise Stealth. Disguise Stealth. Disguise
Go
Self.
boom.
Like immediately.
Okay. Got it. All right. So you guys all kind of shuffle back into the kitchen from below. An hour has passed. The sous chef is cleaning. The people have kind of shuffled out of the room and gone back to their quarters. He stands in there and says, I must go to my quarters to remain
Right.
there. So I
Mm-hmm. Say no more.
All right. He turns and with like an awkward, he just like turns on his heel. Just kind of like a little awkward, like, all right, and now I leave and I am not in part of this. And so he walks out the door. He lifts the bar off the door and he goes out the door and the door is unlocked now. And you guys are alone in the kitchen. As he opens the door, you see that he wasn't lying. It is well lit out in the main areas. The door kind of swings closed.
I would like to say, Jen, if this is all right with you, that during the time that we were down there in an hour, I was kind of using my disguise kit to kind of replicate the uniform of Markov, from what I heard.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Just not necessarily like, I don't want to look like him. I just want to have the uniform close enough that it looks like I'm a guard, that I belong.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's
Cool.
fair.
All right. So I think I'm just gonna kind of head it up and head out towards the hall, towards where we were told the guards are.
Okay. And what's everyone else gonna do while 21 walks away from the group?
So,
And to use the whispers. Sorry, here.
yeah,
you
you.
go ahead.
whispers.
Gonna use the whispers to ask 21. So, am I the wife, fellow guard, jilted lover? Which way are you playing this?
Well, I was going to start by telling one of the other ones that Markov has been a bit busy at his home while he's not around, and see what turns from there. So
I will stand by.
be prepared, I guess. We got a raid.
Oh, raid!
Welcome in.
Welcome, everybody!
Welcome.
Whoa,
Hello.
Dorktails with the 45 people. Thank you so much.
So glad to have you here. Welcome in, friends. Hello,
Thank you.
Dorktails. Welcome in. We got Drakon, and we got Juanka. We got Dorktails and Trizelta, Random Equinox. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're in the middle of a heist. They just entered the kitchen to the castle, a very small castle at that. They have been positioned to try to steal the king's crown in order to be initiated into the most important / dangerous thieves syndicate in the continent that they're on. All right.
So I'm just gonna hang back and drink on my cooking wine and let 21 do their thing,
Okay.
and just sit
All right.
crisscross applesauce back against the wall, trying to be tucked and kind of stealthed out of the way as much as possible in the lighting.
And 21 is very much walking like he belongs. He is not trying to sneak. It's like if anyone happens to come in, they're just going to see a guard normally walking and not somebody like looking sus.
Okay.
When he gets to he wants to get to the door and just like peek in. He doesn't want to really like enter the room fully.
Okay, so first, as you are kind of walking down the hallway, it's very lit. You're noticing that there is a center case of stairs that goes off and then splits into two. And there's multiple floors to this building. You see several different rooms off to the side. There's a hall that kind of juts the other direction. But the direct path that you were given was to the left and then to the right. And as you kind of turn the corner, you see a couple guards. But you're walking with purpose, and I will just do a general little check, 2, 3, and 2, and they honestly just disregard your existence, which is exactly what you want. You walk through and make it to the throne room, which has 2 guards standing outside of a closed door. And they're both holding lances, just kind of at their front. They're stationed and staring at the wall, essentially, in a very stoic way. As you walk up, they give you an eye, but don't generally. They don't notice or anything. They just look at you. What's your business?
Here to deliver a message to Markov.
What happened?
Sir, I really only meant to tell him.
Oh, well, I mean, I've never been. We're not in the sewer. I just realized.
This castle's awfully drippy.
Leaky castle.
Castle's falling apart.
So as you are looking at him, and he kind of looks you up and down, he's gonna do an insight check at this point. Since you're not telling, he's used to the guards being bros. This music is the worst.
Circus castle, let's go.
Yeah, we're at a circus, I guess.
Yeah,
You guys get
circus
spooky
castle,
ambience now.
circus castle.
He looks you up and down. And what is your? Are you doing a disguise kit? Is that what you worked with?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, cool. So roll a deception check with advantage.
You got it. That is a 22.
Okay. So he looks you up and down and says, "Are you new?"
Yes, sir. I mean, honestly, if I can tell you, it's kind of messy. Apparently, Markov's been kind of. I wasn't told with whom, but he's been kind of visiting another one's home after hours while they're not at home, and you know.
You mean it? And he's like excited. He like slumps in a very like kind of chill, off guard stance as he's like, "This is juicy."
I haven't been here long, and so I really don't want to get in the middle of it, but I was told directly to go right to him and deliver the message that, well, he's been stepping out, and then I need to get back and to my wife. I'm not really interested in being away from her, knowing what's going on with him. And
yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. He kind of looks to the other guard, and the guard's like, "Yeah, okay." They open the door, and you guys see that the room is empty, fairly dim. You don't see the guards that were mentioned, just in an immediate glance.
okay.
And you just kind of walk into the room, and there's no one in there.
He's like genuinely like confused by that. To play into the bit though, he's gonna like come back to the 2 guards and be like, you realize no one's in here, right?
Oh, what time is it?
Sir, I don't know. I'll just relay them the time. I don't know what it is like for real.
Yeah,
but like,
where is the king? They immediately change demeanor, and you see one of the second guard that you weren't directly talking to. He runs down the hallway, and he is like, "Alert! Alert! Alert!" Down, and you guys from the kitchen would be hearing a screaming guard saying, "Alert! Alert! Alert!" Not knowing what happened down the hallway.
And 21 is gonna use psychic whispers to tell Sachi what the fuck just happened.
Okay.
So change
What's
of
the
plans. The guards aren't where we were told they were going to be. So I'm not going to do the thing I said I was going to do. And hopefully y'all can find your way here, because I feel like shit's gonna pop off. And back in real time, he's gonna play into the bit and go to the other guys. So I don't know what to do. What do we do? Who do I tell? What do I do?
Come on! And he takes you the opposite direction. You guys begin running towards a group of guards, and he says, "The king. We don't know where he is. Where's sights? We need sights on him." And what have people done from down the hall after you are in the kitchen and you hear like someone screaming alert and Sachi relaying the information or being relayed the information?
K1 immediately, his wrist opens up and the bow pops out. It sounds like we have a problem.
Sachi will hide, and then can I roll to see if she'll know like what the general, like if assuming the king has a partner, and then like if they have kids, like what they would look like?
Who are you trying to figure out who would have?
Like what the king looks like if they have a partner or kids.
I would say that just generally, you know what the king looks like. You know that he does not have children, that he does have a wife. The wife is the one that has been in the battle across the waters, so he is a lonely king at the moment. The only one in the castle, as his wife has been out in war.
Okay.
In Dwarvish, I would like to say, get your fucking garlic. It's fucking time.
Do we need
Sachi
to?
Well, it didn't sound good. I mean, we're supposed to not hurt them, us, we, and if one of we is in hurt, then we got to go protect the beans. We're the corn.
I don't understand. Should we?
I also don't understand, but let's.
I don't understand either.
We're gonna kick some ass.
The tilling the soils, beans and corns.
Yes.
Two different things. Yes, we're the corns. We're the beans. I don't need fucking go.
This is about an alliance.
Let us go turn these guards into fertilizer.
I'm worried about our friend.
I understood
yes.
that.
Yes.
And he pulls out his rapier, pulls off his shield, and charges as stealthily as possible.
Well, cheers my last of my cooking wine to that, Kills, and just down it and throw down the bottle.
Cheers. I will go stealthily after my dwarven friend.
All right. Are we intending to be stealthy?
Yes.
All right, let's roll some stealth checks. As you guys enter the hallway, you begin to see just scrambling guards. No one can find the king.
As first though, if I see guards, I will change my form. My form will shift, and it'll look like just a human male dressed in guard's attire. As I cast disguise self.
Oh fuck!
Okay.
What the fuck?
Robots in disguise.
I believe this should help.
And what about Garlic Man?
Garlic Man was the first one out.
You were the first one out? I'm sorry.
Yes, he was.
I didn't roll stealth.
Sachi was decidedly the last out.
Okay. Perfect. So as you guys exit out of here, you see just shuffling guards, and 21 nowhere to be seen. The king nowhere to be seen, but you see lots of guards in matching outfits, screaming. And what are your stealth rolls?
22.
Okay.
16.
Yep, that was also 16.
Okay.
21.
Dang, let's go.
Let's go. You guys, with ease, just easily meld into the light of the room and the shuffling of guards. They don't notice that you guys aren't there. That you guys are there, and you guys are able to easily go everywhere. You see the same thing that was seen prior, but not by you. You see the staircase leading upstairs. There's guards all over the stairs right now. You see all these rooms, and you see the hallway that you were told to go down. Where were you guys intending to head?
Are there guards in front of us, between us, and where we're intended to go ahead?
No, it doesn't seem to be that way. They're just kind of shuffling around. Maybe one of them ran down the hallway, but it's not. No one's roadblocking.
And we don't see 21.
You do not.
I will relay information to 21 that we are down this hallway and there's no one there.
He will relay back to Sachi that he is with a gaggle of guards right now.
Is there range on this, by the way?
1 mile.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Oh,
Damn.
That's a long distance.
Okay, in that case, then maybe you can get as much information about where they are going, so we do not go.
Yeah, he's basically just gonna. We're just gonna assume that 21 is keeping Sachi abreast of where they're running, so that there's a Scooby-Doo passing in the passing in the night kind of situation. Oh, and Jen, I would love it if 21 could maybe occasionally just be like, I think I heard something this way, like kind of just to throw people
Yeah,
off.
definitely.
Kind
So
of
as you're kind of like just scooped into this guard group, you're trying to like slow the path, and they check everywhere that you're pointing because you are in the garb and they have no reason not to trust you. But you don't want to separate. You hear them saying like, oh, it might, I wonder if someone's attacking, or if you just hear them all like nervous, like, are we gonna get paid, or is our family, like, not quite caring about the king, more caring about like what is to come if we can't find the king. For myself, just a little like nervousness like that. And out in the hall, you guys are kind of walking, and you pass the throne room, the same, empty. Inside the throne room, though, there's a like swinging chandelier that you didn't know that it wasn't swinging before, but there's a baby miss, hello, and thank you for
Welcome
the
in,
raid.
Raiders.
Hello.
Welcome,
Thank
welcome,
you.
welcome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, there's just a swinging chandelier in there, and it's swinging very heavily. So it's not like you'd have to try to notice it.
We still haven't seen guards yet at this point.
You have
right?
not seen guards. Behind you, you do see guards running down the opposite hall.
This could be the time.
I think this is the best time.
Probably. Let's fucking get a move on.
You all agree? Okay, I'm gonna pull out the war gong.
Where is...
No, not that time.
Oh, shit.
Please put down the war gong.
Okay.
We must find the king,
No, just his hat.
right?
Is
Which
it beyond him, or is it in a...
would likely
do
be on
we-
him.
I want to dead sprint into the room where the crown would be.
Okay, roll a perception check as you run in to the room.
Ugh. It's mediocre. Let's see, 10 plus. You said perception. 14.
Okay. As you run in, you see kind of like a shining glass case behind the throne. The chandelier, though, begins to creak as it falls onto you.
Whoa.
Oof.
And just for you all in the hall, I'm a bullet. I have 40 move speed and I'm dashing.
Okay. Wow, that's fast. Does a 17 hit you, though?
It does.
Damn.
It does hit me.
So you're going to
Not
take
that much.
13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, yeah.
As the chandelier crashes down, you don't see Robin anymore. You just see like feet underneath.
So Garza would just kind of like put his head down, sigh, and then go try and help the chandelier.
So as you walk in, make a perception check.
And Sachi assists. I was about to ask the same thing.
Yeah.
Natural one on that perception check.
Nice.
And 19 from me.
Okay, so Sashi, as you walk in, you immediately look up. And you see a very familiar looking face scurrying along the wall. Is the halfling that robbed your friends. That didn't show up to the initiation. And he's running, like, on the ceiling. Towards a door.
Interesting.
Sweet.
Like towards us, or
Nope. Just, like, running away from you. He, like,
towards like the case, right?
yeah, towards the case.
Case is empty,
Sachi
right?
will also be,
It is just behind the throne. You guys don't know if it's empty. What did you
gotcha.
say? I'm sorry?
Sachi will then dash herself with not bullet speed, but elf speed. So 70 feet.
No crushed
with-
bullet.
Now her prepared action is to shoot with her light bow if
Okay.
the person seems to be hostile.
Yeah, and they definitely do. They look at you as you begin to sprint, and they say, "No, no, it's supposed to be me!" And he jumps from the ceiling to the floor.
Okay. Yeah, I'm shooting. If
Oh.
he's within
I'm also
80
gonna
feet.
try and
He is in within 80 feet. Yeah.
I'm also gonna try and shoot and or stab his ass depending on how far away he is from me.
And am I trapped under the chandelier?
You're not trapped. You're
Okay.
just knocked prone.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to.
Everyone praise this
join.
dice because it is another nat 20 from this dice session, so to hit.
Let's
so
go.
25 in total to
Oh
hit.
my gosh! Swole Initiative Network. Thank you so much for the raid.
Yo.
Perfect timing.
Welcome
I just
in.
crit.
Just for Nat
I
20.
just got
Let's go.
Yeah.
On
And just in time for him to pop shield. So you see, as your arrow flies towards him, he holds up his hands and, like, almost as if like this blue radiance casts over his body. He takes half.
Okay, so then that's just normal max, or
Yep. Yeah.
Normal
so just
max.
normal max.
I guess.
I guess.
Okay. In that case, it'll be math. Oh my gosh, 11. 11.
Okay.
piercing.
It goes through him, and he falls to the floor. And you just hear like a as he falls to the floor with just blood just gushes out the back.
Sachi's gonna continue to walk forward, not really hesitating about that.
towards the behind the throne or towards
Yes.
the halfling. So behind the throne, you kind of look and you see a small crown sitting on a pillow, covered by a glass case.
I relate to 21. I think I've located it. If it is way smaller than I intended it. Or-
21 still successfully moving this entire gaggle of guards away from where they
Nice,
need, where they're
nice.
supposed to be. You received that message.
He doesn't
ahead.
respond.
Okay.
Gonna go ahead and extend my arm / hand towards our drunken human monk friend.
Mhm.
I knew you cared.
Shut up and get up.
I will.
Do you require healing?
And I'm gonna look at you, and I'm like, I smile, and like 3 of my teeth are now missing, and my nose is bloody.
Oh no.
This may hurt a little. And then I will put my hand on his arm, on Robin's arm, and I'll have like a little needle that comes out and injects him. But you feel warm, you feel great. Your wounds seem to be healing a little bit, and I'll cast Cure Wounds.
Awesome.
You should learn to do that and infuse it with alcohol.
This, I've been told, is better than alcohol. 1d8 plus, I don't know if, let me see. 1d8 plus 2, which is, I rolled awfully. Plus, so you get 4 hit points.
Hey, I'll take it. Thank
Nice.
you.
Welcome.
All right. So the crown lays. Oh, I'm sorry. Garza, you had something to say earlier.
Oh, I was just gonna say I could help heal him, but
Oh,
he's
okay.
been healed. Maybe. How much did you heal him?
I only
look
healed him
pretty bad.
4, so.
Oh,
You
okay.
look pretty rough. I've looked rough the entire time you've known me, but this is exceptionally rough.
Don't make me regret this.
Was it in
Oh.
Dwarvish or common?
In common.
Okay.
And then in Dwarvish, he says, next time I'll fucking drown you. And you get 10 points of healing.
Oh man, I am right as rain. All right. So what is our little halfling friend doing now?
So he's laying on the ground. He kind of he's like holding the arrow that's like pinning him to the floor, and you hear him just kind of going, "No, get up,
Like,
get up, get up!"
I wanna-
And you can tell that he's paralyzed.
Kick him in the head.
K1 wants to check to see
can.
if he has a bag of gold on him.
As you walk over, you can easily recognize the exact bag of gold that was ripped off of your body, and it's hanging on his hip. He's looking at you with furrowed brows and blood pouring from his lips. You just
You made
Yeah.
a mistake taking this from me.
You made a mistake taking this from me. Punt of the head. What's the hit on that?
It's a 21 to hit
That hits immediately.
for let's see, 1d8 plus 4 on an unarmed strike.
Oh yeah, your kicks are intense.
So 7 points of damage.
All right. So you kick directly into the temple, which Kill and anyone within like a 5 to 10 foot radius could hear just a crunch of your foot to a brain. You kicked into his head, and he's
Oof.
very dead.
I'm not really that remorseful about it. I'm not a nice person.
And he stops grunting and breathing out and bleeding out. Well, he's still bleeding, just from more places. And takes his last breath just very... and dies on the floor in front of you.
I'm gonna breathe pretty heavily. You've seen me pretty joyful and lighthearted most of the time, but I'm very serious right now and angry, and like that was a temper kick. Like my temper
Mhm.
was a little off the rail. Gonna heal him in the temple.
During this, as it's happening, Sachi will be checking one, casting Detect Magic, and 2, Perception over all of this for any
traps because obviously this can be protected. This
Okay.
would be protected.
Sure. As you're detecting magic, you do, which leads you to look for a trap. You see a spiraling coil that is kind of like wedged into the wood of the stand. You can assume it's a trap, especially since it's radiating magic.
Hmm.
And up in the group with the guards, one of them tires. Why do you keep leading us in different directions? Directly at 21.
Sir, I don't know. I thought I heard some noise, like someone was attacking. I don't know. If you want to lead, go ahead. I'll shut up.
I will lead. Get in the back. And he kind of doesn't touch you or anything, or is aggressive, just with tone. And he turns aggressively and walks towards the front. Says, "Follow me, men!" And they all kind of they instead of freaked out and like looking, they stiffen and get back into position of being royal guards and get their shit together and begin walking in a faster pace.
And as he does this, 21 is going to use his psychic whispers because he's at the back now, so it couldn't be him. So he's going to whisper like, "This idiot doesn't even know what he's doing either." And it's in the guy, like the guy that was said, "I'm going to lead." He's casting that directly into his brain. So.
So he stops immediately and says, "Everyone stop. There's an imposter among us."
Emergency meeting.
Not a Mogus.
Emergency meeting. Says there's an imposter among us, and he turns and looks at every single person. So I'm gonna roll with disadvantage because you have
I
your.
saw Mark on vent.
Yes.
Okay. What is?
Oh no.
So I'm not even gonna tell you what I rolled. He looks at everyone in the eyes. He looks up and down and it says, "I hired you." Looks you up and down. "I hired you." Looks you up and down. 21. "I didn't hire you." And he grabs you by like the top part of the armor that you have on your chest and pulls your face a little bit closer. "Who are you?"
My name is Nim, sir.
"Nim. And who hired you, Nim?" "'Cause it wasn't me."
Sir, are you kidding? You just hired me last week.
Roll a deception check.
You got it.
Do it.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay. He looks you up and down and he kind of grumbles and kind of juts you back. Not pushing you, but. And, I'll have to talk to your superior, because it's not me. I know that at least to be true. Go back to the front. I need you to discuss with, what's her name? It's. Fuck it! You're staying with me! And he grabs you by the chest again and pulls you up to the front and says, "You're walking with me, and don't think you're leaving."
Yes, sir.
All right. So you begin walking, and you're basically being held at the collar. That's what I've been trying to think of. Back in the room, you guys have a dead halfling, and Sashi is looking at a case and has detected magic and found a trap.
What school of magic is the magic?
Let me look at my notes. Evocation.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
During this, Satri will calmly step out to where the rest of the party is around the halfling and be like, found the crown, also found an evocation bell and a trap. And, or, don't know. But I do have the flask here, if anyone is brave enough to spring the trap.
Is there a way we
Sure, I know or not.
could we disarm the trap?
It is not my expertise.
I could attempt it.
Does your body allow you to take on the magical effects of liquid? Different liquid. I'm not sure how to describe this well.
Do you mean can I ingest potions?
Yes.
I can.
And with that, she'll hand over a interesting looking flask that has just like, you know, just a normal smiley face on it, and then underneath it'll have like in scribbles, it'll be like a protection, and now you have a experimental elixir that gives you +1 AC.
Okay,
Wonderful.
I like it. I cannot dispel magic, but I can attempt to disable
Neither can
traps.
And I can also heal as well. Don't like it, but I can do it.
I hope we don't need it. I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah, me too.
pop it and drink this experimental potion. Hopefully, I mean, I'm resistant to poison if it's poison, so I mean that's just,
Okay.
you know.
So you're going to attempt to disarm this trap.
Yes.
So I need you to roll a sleight of hand.
I
What?
promise.
Same.
Yeah.
Also, this bonus is for 10 minutes, so.
Okay.
Okay.
10.
Okay. So everyone within a 30-foot radius,
Oh,
which is
damn.
almost the entire room, please make a dex save.
Oh boy.
As a thunderous boom
Oh, no.
just springs forward out of this case.
23.
Through the coils that you can see. It looks like it like wound up
Ooh.
and then boomed out of the top.
25.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
19.
And what did you get, Garzed?
23. Sorry.
23?
23.
Okay.
I was like, what?
So all of you will take half damage. Thank
That was
God.
dwarvish, by the way.
Yeah, those dwarves.
Oh yeah,
Shoot.
of course, of course.
And dwarves, by the way.
I need more dice. Okay, hold on.
Oh, no.
How much damage is I taking? How much damage?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
You want to know what I'm talking about? Check out our Discord.
So you guys are going to be taking 19 lightning damage halved.
Okay.
Halved.
So
We
9.
should laugh at the halved.
Halved.
So is yeah, 9. 9. Bow. There we go.
And
Well,
immediately,
that fucking sucked.
I can,
Well,
and Sachi's gonna cast Healing Word on Robo-Man.
So, from down the hall, which is pretty far, after about a moment, 21 and group hear a
And 21 kind of like internally is like fuck, but to keep the ruse, it goes, what was that the throne room?
That was the throne room. We must go back. Someone is there. Tampering with the king's crown. Let's go. And everyone like turns immediately, begins like in unison,
And-
charging.
How many
Sachi,
guards?
we're headed your way. They
Like,
heard that.
K1's just gonna smash the case now at this point. All stealth gone. just fist through it.
So did we take half damage? Sorry.
Yes,
Yeah, it was
yes.
half
Okay,
of 19.
that's-
It was half
that's
of
what I thought.
19. And what were you gonna say, Garzud?
I'm gonna heal myself for
Oh,
5
okay.
health.
Got it.
I'm
And-
Sashi.
Gonna cast Divine Favor on myself because pretty sure there's gonna be a fight.
How many guards should we be expecting?
Fucking all of them.
How many?
I tell
You have-
Sachi how many I have with me.
You have approximately 9 with you.
9.
9.
And
And
21 makes 10.
will run, or I will run, dash, and also cast Disguise Self to look like a average woman of the town, maybe a little bit more attractive than usual.
Did
of
Sachi tell
understandable
did
age.
Sachi tell 21 about the halfling?
No.
Okay, then never mind.
How is this place lit, by the way? Like how are
There is in each corner of the throne room there is shadow, and everywhere else is lit. Very well, because the king is scared of the dark.
I want to extinguish lights.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. You take sconces off the wall, and you begin to snuff them out, and it just little smoke piles, or smoke begins to kind of go up in the air.
Yeah, I can totally still see. I can totally still see. You don't know any different.
I mean, you said that you could see, so I just assume that you can.
So as the group is running back to the room, anything else with this case? Anything else in the room? What's the plan?
Sachi's going to be like a little bit outside the door, trying to work herself up into a panic, preparing to give persuasion-ish thing.
Okay, all right. So
I don't know
All
how
right.
to call it. A
so you're
ruse.
kind of outside the room, waiting as a damsel in distress. Like, I'm gonna be right here, positioned perfectly for when the guards turn the corner. Inside the room, anything going on?
The Garza doesn't know that, so he's going to stand by the door with his rapier out, ready to stab any motherfucker that enters the room.
Would like to do the same on the other side, but
Okay.
punchy, not stabby.
So K1 in the darkness disappears and hides back into a corner, but then has his bow arm aimed at the door.
Okay.
That's great.
So as you guys, as 21 and friends, turns the corner, you do indeed see Sachi standing there as a damsel, looking wonderful.
21 blinks for a moment and then is going to see if he can tell if that's Sachi or not.
Yeah, you can roll an insight check.
21, it's me, Sachi.
It's me.
16.
It's me.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. If she tells it, right. Okay. But Valindra, what are you doing here?
I was coming to see if you delivered the message to Markov, and on my way to find where his usual station is, I saw a halfling go in there, and then there was a boom, and I don't know.
Move out of the way. And like the guard master guy, he pushes 21, and he bombards into the door, which would
Can I
in
sleight of
fact,
hand some ball bearings down real quick?
I think you could try, yes.
Okay.
And then that would meet Garzud at the door, I believe, and Robin.
That's an 18 plus 7.
You manage to notice that the guard captain is walking past you, and you sleight of hand some ball bearings onto the group of 8 that is behind him. So they have some ball bearings in front of their feet. If they should move, that will be difficult. And as the guard captain kind of pushes past you, he meets the eyes of Garzud.
He also meets the rapier, I hope.
Let's go.
Or a dirty 20?
A dirty 20 hits for sure.
Cool.
And the punch for 16.
Oh my gosh, that does hit as well.
Oh
So just-
man.
I mean, if he's there, I will also shoot my bow.
Yes,
No, push me
roll.
out the way, sucker!
I would say that these are prepared actions, so you can also shoot your bow. What is your hit?
While they're rolling, Sachi is moving backwards and
Okay, like towards the
Myself.
door, kind of,
towards
or
the hike, or yeah,
kind of like the
actu-
kitchen area,
You know,
like out of the room. Because right now you're out of the room.
Actually, never mind. She's gonna stay where she is for right now. I
Okay.
did not read the range of the spell I want to do, so.
Point of order, does anyone have the crown? Or was it just...
I grab the
Okay,
crown.
okay. I just wanted to know.
And I get 2 attacks for this one.
I
Okay.
did 10 piercing damage and 3 radiant damage.
Okay. And
Non-bludgeoning damage for me.
okay. I'm just doing math on my calculator. Don't mind me.
Are we asking? Do we need to roll the hit and all that fun stuff? Like, are we?
Yes. Roll to hit for your. You have 2 attacks, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Roll to hit for both of them.
But
2 different
since
rolls.
you're virtually invisible, you should have advantage.
You do. Correct.
Okay. I'll take that.
Good eye.
Okay. So there's a 17 and then
Hits.
Oh,
23
damage.
to hit.
Those both hit. Okay.
Nice.
What's your damage?
All right. Let's.
This is fucking stupid. I love it. He just walks in and dies.
3 days till retirement, fuck!
23 damage.
Yeah. So as a rapier just like plunges through his stomach, he gets punched in the face, and as he punches, his head goes to the side, meeting 2 arrows right in both eyes, and he just falls essentially onto Garzud, but next to Garzud. And he died. he falls lifeless.
Nice.
And 21 and Sasha, you guys saw that. The 8 guards do begin to what's going on, and they begin to move.
I fucking said next!
Where is 21 in regards to the guards?
Well, I got pushed out of the way, so I feel like I'm closer to you than to them at this point.
About 5 feet from you, 10 feet from the guards, I would say.
Okay, I need all of the guard or most of the guards. Let's see how far this goes.
So about literally half of the guards. So 4 of the guards fall prone. 4 of them stand on the ball bearings as they begin to move towards the door, as their captain just fell.
While they, how wide is this hallway?
About 15 feet.
Okay, and the I'm sorry to make you do this, Jen. The distance between like me and the last guard in the back, how much is that?
I would say 25 feet, approximately.
Okay, so Sachi's going to plant herself in the middle of the hallway and cast Tasha's Caustic Brew, so all of those guards that are in that little rectangle need to make a dex save of 12.
Okay.
I am sorry for how many dice that is.
The
Roll
one
for initiative.
standing or no?
Anyone in that.
Okay.
So I don't know what
Damn.
with their like if prone.
That's a 9, 9, and a 10, a 14, a 6, and a 2, and then a 12 and a 6.
Okay. So
I think
They
the 14 might have passed, maybe.
Yeah, because I don't know what the rules are about being prone and then save, so.
They don't auto fail, but they get disadvantage.
Okay. So yeah, any of those people who are with that, they are now covered in. They take 7 points of poison damage and are covered in acid for either a minute or until they use an action to scrape or wash the acid off of themselves or another creature.
So
and then
the laying down
continue.
guards, you just hear them like start to sizzle and just on the floor as 21.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
You know what? I feel like the ruse is. I feel like he's tired of the ruse now. So it's like, I think it's about time I tender my resignation. And he's gonna just mentally use like it was who has the crown?
Robot.
Okay.
I have a name.
Well, you didn't hear that conversation, so.
Maybe if I was loud enough, I think he might have.
And so he's going to use his psychic blades, and he's going to throw a psychic dagger at the nearest guard.
Okay. So roll to hit.
That's a 18 to hit.
That hits.
And that's 5 points of damage. Psychic, please.
All right, and he falls to the floor, clutching his head, not attacking.
And that's a bonus action. He's gonna throw one at the next closest guy.
Okay, roll to hit.
Delicious dex for another. Actually, that's 17, not 18.
That still hits.
For 4 points of damage. Psychic.
Okay. That one also falls to the floor, hands and head. Head and hands.
Those are two totally different scenarios.
How do I do this? Head and hands. And he's not attacking. The remaining 7 guards, they are covered in acid. Do they take damage on their turn from the acid?
Yeah, the start of each of their turn.
Damn.
And I just rolled. Do you want me to roll for each and every one, or can I have like a base roll?
You do a base roll. That's good.
Okay, in that case, then it's max.
Cool.
So Ace, 8. I guess it's thought she's very good at this poison jump.
What was the damage?
8 acid damage.
18?
8. Just 8.
Oh,
it was 2d4.
I was like they disintegrated. They do become non-responsive though. And essentially, I didn't even have to have you roll initiative because we're out of it now.
Nice.
Everyone got their initial moves and then murdered. Everything's fine. So the guards, as the acid just seeps lower into their clothes, you can see it like burning through all of their armor, and you just hear them sizzling as they aren't screaming or responding.
Why, Sam heal?
Goes completely forward. You have a dead halfling, a dead captain's guard, and a pile of guard goop outside the door, and a crown in your hand.
Shall we? How do you say to Garzud, get the fuck out of here?
Yes.
That's oddly enough, that's a cognate, so it's the same thing in both languages.
Okay, great. Let's go.
And on the way, Sachi will try every language that she knows for 21. Be like, get the fuck out, get the fuck out, get the fuck out, get the fuck out, and like Dwarvish, Elvish. Or if you know any of those.
That's so funny.
I need to think of what "get the fuck out" would be in Thieves Can't, or a version of it. You know.
Moon's on fire and it's fucking setting. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Guys,
Watch your step.
steps over the
All right.
burning
so as you
bodies
guys
of
run
guards.
through, you guys run through the castle, back through the kitchen. As you're running out towards the stairs, everything is completely cleared. You see no guards around. They're all upstairs. You hear them. You just don't see anything. You run through to the kitchen, and you see Valork just sitting in the kitchen, like with his eyes wide. And he said, I came back. I have to go. I'm going with you. We have to go. And he had the grate open, and he was ready for you guys to go.
So
It
there's
is-
no head chef in there to kill?
You could come back and get. No, we have to go. We have to go. We have to go.
Roger's booking it.
Time to get the fuck out.
All right. You guys run through. The head chef chasing after you. Not really, but you guys run through the caves and back through. You begin to hear the mumblings of guards from up above the floors, and you see the three halflings that were dressed in assassin's clothing meet up with you guys with their arms back, ninja style, running faster than you. And they meet you back, and they say, "We have to blow the tunnel. We have to blow the tunnel." They look at you.
I've got a firebox. Let's do it.
I have one thing special. A token from my family, which is the homebrew. I'm proficient in brewer's kit, and I have basically pure grain alcohol.
That would be doable, yes.
I'm surprised you didn't drink that.
It's for special occasions, like weddings and shit. But this
This is a special
You
occasion.
fucking
occasion.
get that taken care of and I'll marry you. Just hurry up.
Oh,
That was a joke.
Congratulations.
Oh, fuck.
how do you say? Oh, in Dorvish.
21 formulates a
darn.
dagger and just strikes the tinderbox.
As
And-
Robin is just dumping your ceremonial alcohol onto the kind of like nice golden and bricked hall, and they just strike it, and as if it was an action movie, you guys run in slow motion away from an explosion back to the entrance of the Thieves Syndicate. All the way, you run for an entire hour, fire just reaching out behind you until it finally dissipates, and your slow motion stops and you're running at normal speed. And you guys run all the way back, and you're met by a smiling Yanti who is excited you're there and to call you his brothers and sisters. Dun dun dun! You did it!
Yay!
Very nice.
Good job, team.
Woohoo!
Easily.
Let's
Good
go.
job, guys! You guys did really well. You avoided a lot of combat.
Good.
And when you had combat, you
Well.
killed them before you rolled initiative. So, was that my fault as a DM?
A caustic brew and a line shot is.
Mhm.
I
True.
feel like our characters all kind of hit very hard in very different ways.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
I love this.
Which
This is
why
very
you're perfect for the syndicate, and I would be scared to be going against any of those people.
like the
Thank
Suicide
you for
Squad.
adding those characters to the game,
Mhm.
Heck yeah.
because they're
that's
very
awesome.
cool characters.
Yeah, I never played a martial character before, and like the mixing the unarmed strikes with the fighting initiate feat for 1d8 plus 4 unarmed strikes seems pretty strong.
Definitely.
pretty
That's
strong.
pretty strong.
Monks are cool. Like, they don't get enough credit. They're awesome.
I am biased, but I think monks are fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I played a
monks
monk
are
for 3 years in a different game, and I I love monks. They're a lot of fun.
Avery said it perfectly. Congrats! You will now have a chance to fight the characters you just made. Good luck!
Right?
No,
Oh, I know.
don't make Amara do that. Don't make Amara.
I don't think Sachi. I think Sachi's changed her ways.
Don't make Amara do that.
Would that cause emotional
She has a
turmoil?
Oh man. Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, Sachi, in case you all didn't know, is like Amara's like not mom. So
Ah.
And
Yeah.
Amara is a character that you will hopefully meet later. But if you want to meet them now, go to our YouTube channel because you can watch the prologue episode that we did not that long ago, last week I feel like.
Last week.
So you can catch up and know what is happening in campaign 2, DM'd by the fabulous Jen is online.
That's me.
so yeah, we fingers crossed. But everyone
Heck
else
yeah.
oof.
And
I am very excited to have multiple Warforged, because we have one in the main party and we have a fucking murderer Warforged, literally named Kills.
he's got
As
some
part of-
some screws loose.
as part of the syndicate.
Saved.
Yeah.
Like, imagine going up against an assassin that is named Kills in the future.
Yeah. And he just blends into the shadow.
And he's just not there.
Disappears.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Can't wait.
Yeah, he's fucking terrifying.
And now we have the legend of Robin Banks in our world.
I love it.
Yeah.
The infamous bank thief. So that's fun. I love that. You guys all made really fun characters. And now dwarves have protective blankies in this world too.
Cool.
So now Pond is going to have to tell me what their blankie looks like.
That's
It's
awesome.
going to be great. I love that. This was super fun. I hope you guys liked it. The first
we did.
half was
Fun.
just you guys talking to each other, which I thought was
Yeah,
so
whoops.
great.
Which is about right.
Yeah, whoops. And then the last half was a little shortened for time, but I mean, it went well, I think.
Yeah, still had fun though.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And if you
Can't wait for next Monday.
want to learn more about our campaign 2 characters, you could subscribe to our Patreon as well. Where we're doing a bunch of
Yes.
background stuff. We'll put together our character art boards that we used for our art that's coming out soon.
Yeah, we just launched it today, so you haven't missed anything yet.
Yep.
And I am going to be uploading the original one shot, and you guys get to read just how different it went.
Nice. That's cool.
Based
Yeah.
on what my plans were, and I've ran it before as well, so
Yeah,
super fun.
that's cool. The behind the screen look at the
Behind the
adventures.
screen look at
Nice.
the OG one shot. So
Love it.
Ooh.
I like that behind this. I don't know if you meant to say behind the screen, but as opposed to behind the scenes. But I like that. I like that it's like a.
All intentional.
I like that. Okay, cool.
Like it. Good. I'm sure I heard
No
it.
plans
I'm
for
sure I
mass
heard it
contact
somewhere.
with the party.
That's very true.
true. That is true.
I feel like that would make a good name for like a show that we did for our Patreon, behind the screens.
Oh,
It's true.
what could have happened?
What if?
But
Feywild
what?
announced-
Unless.
Oh my god.
If we could actually read subtle hints.
Yeah.
those?
What did you guys think of the syndicate leader? Did you guys like him? Did I describe him in a cool way?
Yeah.
If we had unlimited time,
Yes.
Sachi would have tried to hit on him very awkwardly.
He would have been into it.
Nice.
He's down. He's
You
one of those
are
people that are just
objectively
always down.
attractive and have money.
Yeah. A Yanti, just like scaly, kind of like so beautiful. I just have I have an image for him, and I wish we had the funds to like pay for NPC art.
Yeah. Right.
But maybe someday.
That'd be cool.
That
Heck
would
yeah.
be cool. But yeah, you guys are awesome, and thank you so much to our lovely guest Gup for bringing such a fun
Yes.
character and playing with us today.
Well,
Yeah, thank you, Gup.
appreciate the offer. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, thank you.
I'm glad you
Thank
had
you.
fun.
Such a biggity blast.
But yeah, tell us about your stream, The Golden Mug.
You can watch. We have a persistent campaign on Sundays. It's been going on since middle of, I think, September of last year. So I got a persistent campaign going on Sunday, 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time till 9. And then Wednesday on the 11th, we're starting another campaign where I am sitting in as a player. And then we do various one-shots and stuff from time to time as well. So you can find me and our group on The Golden Mug on Twitch.
Heck yeah. And we
Hell
love to
yeah.
have it here. I've also guested over on his channel, and he's been a longtime friend and meme maker of our
I
stream.
do love
so
memes.
Love
I do
it.
love
Glad to
memes.
have you
love
on.
We love your memes.
But next to the Golden Mug, we have Jade Valkyrie. Tell us
Oh.
about you.
Hey y'all, I am Jade Valkyrie. You can find me most places as Jade Valkyrie, except for Twitch, which you can just go to jadevalkyrie.com and then click the Twitch button. It's fine. Yeah, I cosplay, I stream, I do multiple things on the internet. But if you follow me, you can just find out those things for yourself. But I also want to point out that if you join the Feywild Traveler and up tier, you'll be getting a personalized thank you and character. So do that so Amara can send you a letter, or Triple H can send you a letter.
Just joking. My own.
It's really cute. That's what I wanted to say. It's
It's
really
cute.
they're both really awesome. So
Mhm.
Is there going to be an option for campaign 1 characters to send?
honestly,
you.
why not?
Sure.
We can do whatever
I
we
think
want.
that'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, we
100%.
should. For sure.
But if you
So
do
yeah.
it now, then those are your options. Just
Heck yeah.
Janice has come with birdseed. All right.
Hand
Little
to hand.
packages of birdseed through the mail is not suspicious at all.
I don't want to spoil anything, but maybe we'll have like I don't know.
You'll know what's coming
Some way
if you
of
follow the
teasing.
Patreon.
That's true. True.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
I feel
gonna
like
sell
a
like
CW
hotcakes.
show.
No eggs in them.
I want a letter from Dennis.
Suddenly a hero. Tell us about you.
Hello, Suddenly a Hero. I stream on Twitch. I stream a variety of games with a big focus on horror as well. Sundays we're doing In Sound Mind. We're about to wrap that up, and I'm playing a Call of Cthulhu dating simulator after that, and looking forward to that immensely. And then we're going to be doing Thursdays, mixing between Dead by Daylight, Dark Souls 3, and Zelda Ocarina of Time. And then Saturdays we do Elden Ring. So that's what I have going on. Yeah, stop by, check it out.
Heck yeah. Sparrow.
Hello, it is me, your favorite burb on the internet. You can find me at A Black Sparrow on Twitter and Instagram, SherrickRobinson.com. I will return to Twitch somewhat soon, but I have so much going on. I'm an actor and entertainer, and I do all sorts of stuff. And then I'm here on Feywild It Out, goofing around with these lovely people. Yay!
Yay. And George.
Hello, my name is George W. Ambush. I do personal streams over on George W. Ambush. I play a lot of Star Wars games. It's a lot of fun. Nowhere near as busy as some of these people on my channel, but it's okay. I also play D&D over on Architect Blum. We're just starting our second campaign after ending our 3-year-long stream campaign over there. Everything is all original art, all original music, all original cast. It's a lot of fun. You should come hang out. And yeah, that's me.
Heck yeah. We had a raid phrase earlier and I forgot what it was.
That's
Raid is in order.
Yes.
Ah, yes. And if you're over on our YouTube, it does not have raid capabilities. But thank you for hanging out and watching us. We appreciate you being here. We're going to raid out over on Twitch, say goodbye to you, and then head out and see you next Monday. Does anyone have the list? Who's gonna be? I found it. Don't worry, I have the list.
I was worried.
Next week we have we are going to be doing a themed game where adventurers / guards hired for a royal transport with the lovely guest Utahime cosplay. So that is going to be super fun. And you guys are going to learn a little bit about some aspects of the world. And you guys learned a little bit about the Thieves Syndicate today. So everything's all about learning.
Yay! Learning!
Yay! Do we have any raid suggestions?
Hmm.
Look,
I like the ADHD adventures. The ADH adventures.
ADH adventures.
I like
that's
the name
adorable.
alone. So
I
Let's
like
do
them.
it.
I've watched them a few times myself.
yeah, yeah.
All right, friends, we're gonna raid ADH Adventures and see you later. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Bye.
Bye.
don't put any dings in the tables.